Welcome back, adventurers. It is, in fact, Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Let me fix real quick. The media player is a little bugged. Let me see about getting that all fixed up so we can get some music on. But how is everybody? I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I guess I can do it manually if it's going to be a punk about it. Does that work? There we go. Cool. All right. Don't know why it's being strange, but hey, we'll take it. How is everybody today? I hope everyone's having a wonderful Tuesday. Today, we have some fun stuff planned. We've got a random encounter with McManiac here in about 15 minutes. Radbitch, hello. How are you? Dude, what is going on with my hair today? It is not a good hair day for me. It is being all sorts of weird and funky, and I do not like it. I'm not a fan. It's like very dry and poofy. What is... There we go. But not only do we have that coming up, I actually have a thing that I'm very excited about that is going to make like 21-year-old Ryan very happy. So I have a box. I got a big old box. Where are my scissors? Did somebody take my scissors? I think Tot took my scissors. Scissors. Well, I gotta have something here, right? I have, you know what I have? I have a sword. We shall open it with the sword. Doing good, can't complain. Very glad to hear that. All right. So this is a box I'm very excited to open. I'll tell the story while I open the box. So, the context of this story is that years and years ago, before I started streaming, before the Captain Rockhab channel existed, I was playing a lot of League of Legends. And I was fresh out of college, and I had my first full-time gig working for NBC Universal in their broadcast hub. And Riot Games, who generally is much better at releasing media and surrounding things for their games than they are at making their game, released a statue of a character that I have a great affinity for, because Riot makes incredible characters. And so they released a statue of this character. Now, here's the deal, though, is that, as I said, I was freshly out of college. This was my first full-time gig, and the statue itself was priced at around $95. Jade, hello! And I was like, okay, I can't justify spending $95 on a statue that's probably going to sit in my room. Because, like, at work, I don't have a desk. And so this would just sit at home. And I was like, okay, well, I can't justify that. But what I'll do is I'll be responsible, and I won't spend the money now. And I will come back when I have more disposable income, and I will get the statue. And a few years went by. Oh, no, now the sword's all sticky. I'll have to fix that. A few years went by, and I moved to Los Angeles. And I worked at an agency, and I worked as a PA. And when I was working at the agency, I considered getting it, but I was making very little money at the agency. And I was like, it's not a good idea. And also, I have a desk. I could put it at my desk, but the agency is filled with people who are trying to be very professional, and putting a gaming statue at my desk will probably get me judged. And so I will not get the statue just yet. I will wait and be responsible until I have a time in which it is more appropriate to get the statue. And so I waited. And then another couple years went by, and I get hired by WB Games at a gaming company and I have a desk of my own, and I go, okay, now's the time. I've got the disposable income. I've got the place to put it. I've got a crowd that will not judge it and will appreciate it for what it is. I'm going to get the statue. And I go back to get the statue. And they have discontinued the statue. The statue is no longer made. And I was devastated. I was so upset. I was so looking forward to getting the statue, and I could not. It was gone, and it was only available through things like eBay at a significantly increased price, 2 to 3 times the price. And to this day, I have regretted not getting that statue. And so, what I did was I decided recently, you know what? Being an adult is about spending your disposable income to make your inner child happy. And so I went back and I found the fucking statue. And this is that statue. And I am very excited about it, and I have yet to open it, and this is going to make 21-year-old Ryan a very happy man. And so we're going to experience this together. They have a lot of tape. They wrapped it well. I can appreciate that. Look at this boy. Look at this boy! Wait, what? They put a Pokemon card in there. What is this? Is this a receipt? This is a receipt. They put a Pokemon card. I don't know this Pokemon. This Pokemon's too new to me. Does anyone know what a Bruxish is? What's a Bruxish? I don't know what Bruxish is. Hey! Hey, Trevor, we got new emotes.
Disgusting. Give me more.
Look at him! I'm so excited. Hold on. I have to be very careful about opening this. I'm pumped. It's a psychic fish. Guys, you have no idea how pumped I am about this. This is going right back there. This is going right on stream. This is going to be in every stream forever. God, there's a lot of tape, dude. I mean, I appreciate it. Like, thank you for protecting the thing, but my God, dude. Oh my God. Should I just, I don't want to like just snap all the tape off. Because then I got all this tape remnants, but my God, dude. There's so much tape. Okay, there's one piece. I've got, what, 4 left? This is going to go right up to McManiac's time. I'm barely going to get out of the box. Okay, we're in business. I'm being very careful not to rip the box. I'm down to 4 pieces, I think. Make that 3. Apologies, it's taking a little longer than anticipated. I might have started the story a little slower had I known how much tape would be on the box. We also have an Uppies emote now. The Ash statuette? No. No. Did you not see which boy? What's in the box? This is something that's gonna make 21-year-old Ryan very happy. If I can get it out of its prison in a way that doesn't damage the box. I'm down to 2 pieces of tape, but this one, like, they layered the tape on top of each other for one of them. I'm very close. Honestly, doing this to Shovel Knight, though, is very inspiring. There we go. There we go. 1 piece left, chat! Also, Michael, I want you to know that I went searching for your username because you don't have your profile picture on your Twitch username, and so it made it very hard to tell which one you were out of all of the McManiacs on Twitch. Yes! The last piece! And it's time! Look at this boy! Oh, is there a little... There's a little tiny strip on the corner I missed. There we go. Oh, how do I have to be so careful? Look at him! I make sure the cash don't get the box. This is so taped. Like, on the one hand, dude, I appreciate you protecting the junk, right? Like, I appreciate the amount of effort that put into protecting this thing from the elements, but also, my God, I'm performing surgery out here. Oh! We'll take it, we'll take it, we'll take it. Come out! Be free of your prison! One thing at a time. I figured out how we know each other, and unexpected by a very pleasant surprise. What was that? You guys didn't know? I could have told you. Look at the boy! Oh, this is so exciting. Oh my God, he's beautiful. Look at the poro! What? Come on. Okay, hold on. I mean, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Set down. Put plastic. Hold man. Place for camera. Look at the boy! Can you focus on his face? Face. Look at this! This is so sick, dude. I'm so happy. Guys, I wanted this for a very long time. I'm so happy. What was I saying? Oh. My heart is warm. I am happy. Nyack sponsored time! Let's go! 3, 2, 1, cheers! Oh! Oh! Look at that finger! Look at it! It's dripping wet! Cheers, chat. What a day! Oh, I'm so happy, dude. I'm so happy. I'm so excited about this. God, he's so cool. He's in such good condition. There's a little bit of damage on his back. But honestly, Todd could probably touch it up. Guy's so cool. All right. I'm going to polish him up. I'm pumped. All right. Random encounter time. For those who don't know, Random Encounter is a fun segment that we do once a month. It's the second Tuesday of every month. We get to know somebody from the community. Let me pause the music. We are going to get to know McManiac today. And so I am going to hop over there. We're going to get started. And you guys are going to get to know McManiac. So let me pop in there. I'm going to throw up the BRB while we get set up, and then I'll be right back.
I don't think so.
Death
Hello.
Tot Death.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi. Hello, hello.
No, he is Kitty, not Death. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. 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 Because you've been here so long, and because of like how awesome you've been and what an important part of the community you are, I will change it one last time. But that's it. That's it. You gotta swear to me. Oh. I lied. Let me fix. There we are. Boom.
Hey.
Everybody, McManiac! Face reveal live on stream. How are you, sir?
Hello.
I love your
I'm good.
setup,
How are you?
by the way.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, my the people that I work with, when we had a meeting, like I think it was like last week or something like that, and this is like the first time many of them had seen me like working from home on site most of the time, and they were like, "Wow, Michael, behind you is exactly what I expected you to have behind you as the biggest nerd I possibly imagine." So
It's
yeah.
true. Also, is that mini painting stuff on over your right shoulder?
Yeah, so kind of, I guess we can do that. So over here, yeah, we can start with that. Yeah, is the thing. So yeah, over here is my mini painting stuff.
Okay.
You can't see it because it's just out of frame, but I have like my airbrush spray booth, model assembly stuff over here, just off camera. Then kind of in the middle section here is just a bunch of random accoutrements. Hold on, I can also back up so I'm not actually in frame. And then like some board games starting here, and then on the other side, more board games, all the way down to the ground. And then far over here we have like the start of like comic books and role-playing games and some other random things. And then I don't think it's in frame, so we'll see if I can do this without messing with the camera too much. Above it,
A dinosaur.
yeah, so I have my Legos up top here, and just a bunch of different Legos. So yeah, actually I just did the dinosaur. That's the Jurassic Park one that they just came out with. The wife got it for me, and it was like, I think I did it in like 4 hours.
Okay. Okay.
And
That
over,
makes
like,
sense.
Yeah, over a few thousand pieces.
I actually
And then
didn't.
also,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna also point out, like, I also have my projector back here for when I do some 3D projection mapping on my wall across from me, so I can actually see it, because that's
cool.
some of the art I do right now.
I actually didn't know that you painted minis. That's something that I think that you've picked up since I've known you.
I mean, hold on, now I gotta figure out if my camera actually looks good again. I mean, I don't think I was really painting minis when you knew me. I was still playing those games. I just wasn't. I hadn't fully embraced painting yet. Yeah, it was one of those things where I was like, I'm not good at painting, so we'll just accept that it's gonna suck, and I'll paint them. I'll prime them all, and then call it good. Because priming's easy, you just spray everything. So.
No, because I definitely remember back when, like, you and Rose's brother, and then one of the I think his name was Aaron from the Dietler
Yep,
crew.
Aaron.
Like, you guys would all have conversations about that stuff. So I do remember that, but I don't think you had gotten into painting yet.
No.
But that's wild.
Actually, funny enough, Aaron is actually still part of that group that I actually play games with him and a few other people, not as consistently with my job being crazy.
Yeah.
But on Wednesday nights, we actually have a group. We hang out and we play War Machine together. That's our current tabletop war game we're playing.
That's awesome. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Chat for context. So, Michael and I met 14 years ago, 13 years ago. What was your first year?
I was 21 because I was the director.
Yeah, but was that 11 or 12?
I would be 11 because I was 21.
Okay, so 14 years ago, almost exactly, in about a month and a half. 14 years ago, Michael became my boss at the camp that I also know Rose from, met Tot at, and a couple other, Adam, who's in our D&D campaign. Michael joined as my boss, and we became fast friends because we're both nerds. As demonstrated by his background and the fact that I too have D&D books in my background. But ironically, one thing that I actually didn't even realize until you were describing your background, and that a lot of people on stream know about me, a lot of people on stream know that I'm big into board games, but you were actually the one who got me out of like the casual board games and opened up the world of board games for me way back when, because you introduced me to Betrayal at House on the Hill, which is still to this day one of my favorite board games.
Dude, it's one of the all-time best games in the world.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Out of curiosity, have you played Return to Dark Tower?
Yes, I have played Return to Dark
Okay,
Tower. That
okay.
That Wednesday night crew, some guys have it, and so we've played it there, which is a lot of fun. So great.
Tot and I got that game and love that game, and that game, like, our Wi-Fi is named after that game. We love that game so much. So, but that's something that, and like, I've gifted friends Gloom after you showed it to me years ago as well, and like, Michael is the reason that I I don't just play Catan. I play a lot of things, and that was Michael opening up the world of board games for me.
You're welcome, everybody who's ever been gifted one of those games. Just saying.
Or anyone who's had a game night with me that knows me personally, because they have been enriched indirectly by this man's actions. So that's something that I didn't put together. And then you're like, all these board games, like, oh shit, you're that guy. You're the reason. I forgot, but that was absolutely you. A great service.
So really
indeed.
quick, do you remember when we played Forbidden Island?
Yes, I own both that one and the other one is Forbidden Desert, I think.
Yeah, there's more of them now. I think there's like Forbidden Jungle and stuff like that. But at my
one of them's right over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Island.
Yeah, Forbidden Island over there. Yeah. We'll ignore the fact that the top is open because I think I was doing stuff with it at work. We have a board game nerd group, Zerds, at the zoo where I work, and we were playing that. Of course, they're called
Zerds.
Yeah, come on, Zerds, zoo nerds. It was right there. And we were playing Forbidden Island because people were like, "Oh," I was like, "This is a cooperative game, so it's a little bit easier." And some people were a little unsure about it, and so we started playing Forbidden Island. And I instantly, as soon as we flipped over one of the tiles, I went, "What was it? Or blurp 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 or blurp blurp blurp." We started doing that. The four of us together when we were just sitting in the cabin playing it, and I instantly did it and was just like, "Oh, that unlocked a core memory for me." And everyone just kind of looked at me like, "What was that sound?" And I was like, it's complicated.
This is a long story. There's some
I was like,
context.
it's really long, but like you have to do it every time you flip over a tile and it goes underwater. That's the deal.
Also, Tot just got home and says hi.
Hi, Tot.
Hi, Michael. Hi, chat.
That's hilarious. And I had also completely forgotten that, but that's so funny. But yeah, so Michael and I have known each other a great long while. And it's been cool. It's been cool kind of like reconnecting with you over the past couple months with like rivals and stuff. Cause like we like you've been around a long time, but you're like, I've joked about this with like Jackie as well, for example, of like, there's kind of, like the people I know in real life and the people I know from the stream. And sometimes there are people in real life who like are really into the stream. And sometimes there are people who kind of like glance off of it and they come in and out. And like, but it's been cool that like recently that you've gotten to know more of the community and kind of been making other friends, and we've been able to get you in games and stuff.
Yeah, I think because I remember like I saw you streaming. I mean, way back.
Yeah,
then.
like pre-Hades stuff. I remember you messaged me about that.
Yeah, and so I was reaching out. I saw that you were doing stuff, and so I was watching. I think it was definitely during COVID. Thanks, COVID, for all of that level of stuff. And so I was like, oh yeah, we'll watch Ryan stream. And then I think even like I definitely lurked so much where I was just like, I'm gonna open the stream, and I'm like didn't pay attention to really anything you were doing. But I was like, it's nice to hear another human voice that isn't somebody I work with, and they aren't yelling at me about whatever.
From a time before the walls caved in.
Yeah, the corn times.
Yeah.
So it was just one of those things. And then I think it was also you guys were doing D&D campaigns, but I worked. I think you were doing them on Sundays, and so then I would open them in my office while I was the only person on my team that works on Sundays. So that was another thing of, well, here's something else. Yeah, and then I don't know, Rivals just I think clicked really well because great.
That D&D campaign is still going. We had a huge hiatus, and we're trying to finish it. We're close, although I don't stream them anymore just because what I learned was the amount of windows I had to do. Like, digital DMing is hard enough as is. You've got all these things to manage, but then to have stream and music and all the windows I need as a DM, my computer was starting to struggle, and so I was like, and we had a bit of a hiatus because people got busy with work, and we had like a player who had to drop out. And when we came back, I was like, hey guys, what if we just record these and I'll keep uploading them to YouTube. We'll keep the series, like, for those, we have people who are interested in that, but like, I don't know if we're going to do this live anymore, if that's cool. But yeah, so for anybody who is unfamiliar, Random Encounter is our opportunity to get to know Michael as a member of the community. If anybody has any questions, feel free to fire them in. Michael and I can banter all night, but if anybody does have anything specific, throw them in, and we'll be sure to kind of pepper those along the way. Michael, for the benefit of everybody watching, two things. Well, first off, Envy said, what kind of toothpaste do you use because your teeth are so white?
Whatever's in my bathroom. I don't.
You don't know the brand. You're like, I use toothpaste.
Yeah, I use toothpaste, so I just buy toothpaste, and then it's in my bathroom, and then, yeah, I don't. Crest.
Well, what's funny is following. That's so unfair. What's funny is following that question. I actually, Jackie recently went to an event. Michael, your day job is that you do events for the local zoo in Denver. Right?
Yes, correct. Well, yeah, yeah.
You describe it better than me. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I do. So I'm part of. This is the fun thing, right? The titles and breakdowns. So I'm part of the guest operations department, which on my team and the sub team I'm on, and that is the guest experience and events team. So I support the guest events. So anything that it's like you buy a ticket to and you just go and do it. So. I support that team, but my real job is I'm the AV coordinator for this whole zoo. So I do all of the sound and like anything that's guest facing, like sound wise and digital displays and things along those lines, as well as like logistical, technical elements of a lot of our events. The terrible joke that I tell to kind of help people put in a frame of reference is if it's supposed to make a sound and isn't an animal, it's probably my job.
That's fair and a good description.
Yeah. It gets it there.
And the funny thing is, so Jackie, I grew up in the Denver area. Obviously, Michael, I met in the Denver area, and Jackie, I met in the Denver area, and they through the stream connected. And Michael offered. Jackie was interested in some event at the zoo, and Jackie went. And Jackie actually, I joked with Michael about this already. Jackie pinged me and was like, hey, by the way, how do you know Michael? Because I like recognize he's part of your community, but like there's a little bit of stranger danger here. And so I was like, okay, well, let me explain. And I kind of explained how we met and our relationship and everything. But one of the things that when I was like kind of describing you, I was like, well, first off, he's Italian and he's very hairy, but also out of everyone that I've ever met, and kind of branching off of Envy's question, you have like one of just the biggest genuine grins when you're like laughing or when you're smiling of like almost anyone I've ever met. And I was like, he's just got this big like shit-eating grin that's like just like whenever he laughs or whatever, he's got this big toothy grin. So it's funny that Envy noticed that as well. But I can partially answer this, but I think that you should answer first. Jade said, how'd you get into zoo work? And then Charchi has a question to follow that one.
Yeah, so actually how I got into the zoo work. I went to school for applied theater technology, so like technical sides of theater stuff, so not the acting side, the set construction, the sound, the lighting, all that stuff. So I went to school for that, and then I kind of found a love for working for nonprofits via the Boy Scouts.
Shout out the BSA.
Get into that. Shout out to
the good side of the BSA.
Yeah, the good side, the fun side. It's not the terrible soul crushing.
That or any of the terrible people who are using it as an umbrella for terrible things.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, the heart of the program is important and good. Okay. The rest of it, gross. So I found my love for like working for nonprofits and things. So I worked for the Boy Scouts for a period of time, then went on to move to another nonprofit, and then I left that nonprofit because they had like gotten a new CEO, and I did not like what he was doing. It felt very different. The entire culture was off. So I took a severance package from that and became fun employed for a period of time, as my wife at the time, girlfriend, said. And she was on Instagram, and this is why she's important to the story. She was on Instagram and saw that the zoo was hiring jobs, and we live like across from the zoo. Like I walk most days, and it's like a 10-15 minute walk.
Oh, that's nice.
Which is super nice. Oh, so nice. And so she was just like, oh, well, you need a job, even if it's a stopgap job or something like that. And so she opened up the app to look and saw that there was one position that required a theater, or it was like asking for theater like experience, and she was like, this is the only job I've ever seen that does that.
That's bonkers,
So why don't
actually.
you yeah, no, it's 100% bonkers. And then so I was just like, yeah, sure, like let's do this, it'll be great. I applied, I obviously got the job. I didn't think it's a job, and I love telling this story because my boss hates it. But when he called me to tell me he was going to offer me the job, he started it out by going like, hey, so nice meeting you. It's really great talking with you, getting to understand you better as a person. Right, yeah, and so I'm like sitting, and like I got the call, and I like walked out to my wife, who was sitting out on the couch, and I was like, yeah, like this is the call, like, oh my gosh, it's so great. And as I'm talking to him, I'm like hearing him say all these things. I'm like, oh, I didn't get the job. This guy's just like being like very polite and being like, hey, no, it's not you. It's just we're going in a different direction, you know?
Such a pleasure. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, exactly. So I give her like the like, oh, nope, cut the head off, I'm done, or whatever. And so he goes on for like a really long time with this like very fluffy, soft language. And then eventually, and I'm just like, all right, dude, just like, if you just
pull the Band-Aid off, man.
Yeah, take me up behind the shed if you're gonna do this to me now. Like, just get it over with. And then he goes, yeah, so we're gonna offer you the job. And I was just like so blown away because I was so emotional. I was like building up my emotional response to be like, you know, hey, thank you so much. If there's anything else you can consider in the future, you know, that type of level of like rejection. And then he's like, no, we want to offer you the job. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, cool, that's great. And then he had to call me back 2 days later because I didn't, like, apparently in my stupor, I never confirmed, like, yes, I want the job. So he...
That's
like,
hilarious.
So he, like, got off the phone with me and was like, he sounded like he wants it, but I wasn't entirely sure.
Yeah, it wasn't
so he
quite
then had
clear.
It wasn't
so
super clear,
funny.
yeah.
Actually, so my first job out of college, this was I think a little bit after... like, this is about a year after I left camp, so I think it was right around the time that we stopped talking as regularly. My first gig was with NBC, and I went to my interview, and first off, I sat there for over an hour because I got in, and I checked in, but they couldn't send me back because the person who had organized my interview wasn't, like, they had, long story, very, like, bare minimum context. Comcast had bought NBC. They had set up an NBC station in the Comcast Center at Dry Creek, and they had just moved in a bunch of people to take over the space. And so a lot of the people weren't in the registry yet. But the guy who organized my interview wasn't in the registry. So when I was like, I'm here to see so-and-so, they're like, we don't have a name for that. Why don't you wait here? And so they thought that I was just super late. I'm sitting in the lobby waiting for someone, like, I've emailed them, I don't have any other contact, and then, like, one of them comes out and goes, oh my god, how long have you been here? And I'm like, I've been here about an hour. And they're like, holy shit, why didn't they send you back? And they, like, talk to the guard, and the guard's like, dude, you weren't in the registry, I don't know what to tell you. And so, like, they walk me back, and then, because I'm so late, they've thrown off their whole interview schedule, right?
Yeah.
They put me in a conference room facing away from the door, but there's a reflective window, so I can see the guy who, like, organized my interview coming and, like, checking on me, like, waiting to see when the person who I'm supposed to meet with comes meet with me. I'm in there another 20 plus minutes. And I'm sitting there, and then this woman finally comes in and interviews me, and she was like the head of engineering, and one of those, like, just perfectly cold, logical, not emotional at all. She's impossible to read, just cold cut, like, boom, boom, boom. And I was like, I have no idea how this is going at all. Like, I have no gauge, and I'm already thrown off because I've been here for 90 minutes before I spoke to a human. And so then I, like, leave, and my parents are like, how'd it go? Because, like, I had just moved home, right? I was just out of college.
Yeah.
Like, my parents are like, how'd it go? Whatever. I'm like, honestly, like, can I just throw on some pajamas? Like, I don't know how it went. This, like, I'm drained. This sucked. Like, I was all excited, and, like, I barely got to speak to somebody, and, like, I don't know if it went well, and she was very just matter of fact, and I'm just done. And they're like, yeah, no problem. About an hour later, I get a phone call, and they're like, hey, by the way, we want to offer you the gig. And I was so caught off guard, same as you, that I was like, can I have some time to think about it? Like, I was like, and they're like, yeah, absolutely, whatever. And so like, I hang up and I'm like, guys, they fucking offered me the gig. And they were like, oh my God, like, let's go out to dinner. So we get, like, I get dressed, we go get dinner, like, we're all happy. The next morning, I'm planning to call them back at like 10:30, right? Because I'm like, that's a reasonable time mid-morning, whatever. Like, I'll call them back at 10:30. I wake up the next day, I get a call at 9 a.m. And they're like, hey, by the way, and this was so obvious. I'll add a little asterisk here. But they call me at 9 a.m. and they go, hey, by the way, we know that you're thinking it over, so we just wanted to sweeten the deal a little bit. We wanted to up the salary. And I'm like, they think I'm fucking negotiating. Like, what is going on? And so, but I mean, clearly they undercut me because I was like straight out of school and whatever. And so they're like, oh, he's thinking about it. We'll give him a more reasonable. But still, I was like, I was just caught off guard, man. Like, what? So I got like a 2 or 3K raise because I asked to think about it for a day. So I completely understand how that feels. Oh man, the silliness of job stuff. That's so funny. But also, I'm gonna throw in. I know that prior to the zoo, you did kind of like big event stadium stuff because I know that you worked at like the big. It used to be Invesco, and now it's like. I don't.
You're showing your age there, Ryan. Invesco is very old.
Oh, I don't know what it is now. I don't live there anymore. It was Invesco a little bit before I left.
Just call it Mile High. It's fine.
Yeah, it was Mile High. It is Mile High. But wasn't it like Crypto.com Arena or something? Or was that here?
No, that's so it was a Sports Authority.
Sports Authority. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Didn't Sports Authority go under though? Yeah,
they went bankrupt. They went bankrupt probably because they put their name on the stadium and it cost them so much in marketing. Yeah.
Oh, Empower. Now it's Empower Field. That's right.
Yeah, now it's Empower. That's right. Yeah.
But you did stuff for them way back then.
Person. Yeah, that was much more like concession stuff. But I did help with like some of their event things. It wasn't very AV or like technical focused or anything else like that. It was just but I did work for like a lot of theater stuff in college, and I worked in some theater stuff in Cleveland too, and then worked with a few bands with some recording studio stuff and things.
I've absolutely told your story about 303 before to certain people.
Yeah.
All right. Charchu asked, "What's your favorite camp memory?"
Ooh. Do we want safe for work or not?
Fire away, sir. It's as long as we say PG-13 plus. As long as it like we can go risque, as long as it doesn't make anyone feel like uncomfortable or whatever.
Okay, so that does cut out a few of the stories. I'll tell the car flip story. Mostly because yeah, that's a good one. So for backstory for everybody, our camp is located out in kind of the boonies, kind of far out there, right? Very rural area. And so there's like some roads out there are paved and some aren't. They're just dirt roads or whatever.
A lot of them aren't on property.
Yeah, a lot of them are. Yeah. So out there's this one road, and it's like locally known as Roller Coaster Road. And the reason for that is because it's just so like you go up and down and up and down and up and down on this like dirt road, and it's actually incredibly dangerous to drive during the day because you can't see a car coming the other direction, just because of how crazy it is. And so
and at night you can see cars coming, but you can't see the hills, so it's just dangerous in general.
So it's dangerous in general, at least in like at nighttime you can see the headlights of the car coming over the next ridge, but first at night where you can't see what's like on the other side of the other side. So it's a whole thing. So staff used to go and like they would ride it and they would drive real fast and you try to go as fast as you can. It was like a roller coaster, right? And in fact, like way back when, someone actually got like really badly hurt, paralyzed if I remember correctly. And so like camp staff was not allowed to go on the road. It was like a fireable offense. It was like this big thing. We talked a lot about like being like, you will not do this. This is really dangerous. So I am camp director, I feel like. Camp director, we'll just say that. And I was getting back from I think I was getting back from a funeral of a friend.
Oh God.
And so I was off-site because I had been off-site. Because that's what I really remember this. So I was off-site. I was coming back, and I got back, and I think it was a Thursday maybe. That doesn't really actually matter to the general public.
Well, how many years were you camp director? Because you were camp director my last year. So
I was camp director for three. Well, yeah.
Okay, so was I still there, or was this after me?
No, I think this is after you.
Okay.
Or maybe, wait, no, were you? No, I think this is the year you were over at Magnus.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
that
'cause
year
you
you
were
were program director, I thought.
Was it? No. Was it program director?
Because
I feel like we're getting off
no,
track here.
because Salty. You're right. Continue.
So I get back. Nevertheless, though, I get back and everything had already been like the evening program was happening. Everything was fine. I was emotionally exhausted. I was exhausted because I had like woken up super early to go to this funeral, and then I drove back from like the mountains, another part of the state, back to camp so I could be there for the rest of the week. And so I was just super exhausted, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to bed at a reasonable time. 10 o'clock at night. Like, that's a reasonable time to go to bed.
For reference,
so-
most of us went to bed at like 11 or midnight and woke up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, and definitely when I was like camp director, I was going to bed at like 1 o'clock because that was when the best internet happened. And so I was like, I'm gonna go to bed now. Like, this will be great. I'll get like a full night's sleep. Holy cow. That was my first
A
mistake.
luxury.
So, yeah, the luxury. So I go and I crash, start going to sleep or whatever, and then my phone rings, which is very impressive because back then we did not have good cell phone reception at camp. And I was like, what the heck is this? And so I like opened the phone up. I like didn't recognize the number. I was like, I was like, hello, what's going on? And I couldn't really hear. It was really garbled. And so I just was like, oh, whatever, and just hung up and put the phone back. And then like within like a minute, my phone rang again. I pick it up, is the same number. I was like, hello, and it was like again real garbled. And I was like, okay. I was like, it's probably just one of my drunk college friends, you know, having a good time, giving me a call or something like that. And so I just hang up the phone, put it back, and then the third call comes through, and I like put it up, and I was getting real frustrated because it's my sweet sleeping time here, and I was like, hello. And all I hear was Mimi.
Oh God.
Yeah. She does curling now, or not curling. Curling. FYI.
Okay.
Yeah. Side tangent. And all I hear her say is like, roller coaster road. Like, that's all that was able to come through. And so I shoot out of bed, and I'm like, what? What's going on? And so through the garble, like, I got like, you know, four kids, roller coaster road, crash.
Very bad news.
And I'm very bad news. And I'm like thinking like crap. Like, these kids are dead. Like, there's 4 dead people, and now I've got to figure out like how to communicate these to like their parents, right? Because most of the staff is of a, you know, below adulthood age. And so I'm like, you know, like, oh my gosh, like, you know, this is terrible or whatever. So I get up, I like start talking, and I'm trying to get through the message, and I like quickly run, and I was staying in docks where Joey was staying too at the time as our ranch director. And so I start pounding on his door, and he, to his credit, was already up and putting his pants on. So clearly he could hear me like saying something on the other side of the door. And I was just like, he's like, what? And I was like, roller coaster road. Mimi, something like blah, blah. And so he takes his radio or whatever. And it turns out Adam Rosberger was our medic, and he was already actually flying down there and heading down to the site and with Mimi and all this stuff. So we get in his car and we start flying, and we have no idea because we don't really have good cell phone reception, so we don't know where the car actually crashed. And so all we know is roller coaster road, and so Joey takes me down roller coaster road, and it was the most terrifying thing I've ever experienced in my life, because this man was flying down this road that could potentially kill people, and potentially we were going to an accident on. And
At which point you could encounter at any point. and
we
going.
get just flying over this hill, and there's the accident or whatever. And so he's going like, and I shouldn't be, to Joey's credit, he wasn't going crazy fast, but it was pretty fast.
Yeah, you know, like emergency level fast.
Yeah, like a brisk speed. And so we're going through here, and we start at Roller Coaster Road on one side, outside of Albert, and we get to the other side of it, and there's no car accident, and we're like, what the fuck, like, what's going on? And so we're like, kind of like, we get to the other side, and I was like, well, we couldn't have missed it. There was no, like, there's one road, and it's a dirt road. There's not a lot of other things. And then so we're like, I don't know. And so we kind of look down one section, and we're like kind of towards where Kiowa is and stuff like that, and Elizabeth. And so we look down that way, and we're like, oh, there's some lights over there. Or like some vague light glow.
Yeah.
Let's go that way. And so we drive down that way, and we come upon this accident scene. And like there's a fire truck and whatever, and this car is literally like wheels up, just like laying on its front. And we're like, and we're just like, oh my gosh. And at that point we get out, we talk to Adam, we talk to everybody, and it's like, turns out that everyone was fine, thankfully. No major injuries whatsoever. Knock on wood, all that type of stuff, good juju.
Thank God for seatbelts.
Thank God for seatbelts. And this then spun out to being a 36-hour-long day for me. Now, you might think, Michael, there's only 24 hours in a day. No.
Not if you don't sleep.
Not if you don't sleep. And so then it went from that moment to then like unraveling this like crazy like
sequence of events.
Well, as a sequence of events, and as camp director, I'll say this: I had a very good what I thought was an okay approach. Of it's a screen door. There's certain things that are going to stay on your side of the screen door, and there's certain things that are come on my side of the screen door. But it's real easy to open that and come talk to me if you need to, or I'm going to come talk to you if I need to. It's a very, there's certain things. I understand. It's not, it's not an open door because there are certain things that are going to stay on either side. We found out that there was a whole lot happening on the other side of that screen door that night, of like underage drinking, underage, I'll say grooming because that's really what it was, but not like it was grooming in a way that I don't think the person's end result was a sexual nature. It was more of a just trying to be like the
hazing.
Cool guy. Yeah, well, hazing and like I want you to be my friend, so I'm going to do all these cool, fun things for you that will make you think I'm cooler type
Trying
stuff.
To impress.
So, yeah, teenagers.
Yeah, most of I know I think we've mentioned this before, but generally the people running this camp were between 16 and 21, most of them, and then there was like a smaller chunk that managed everything that was usually between 21 and like 24. So in general, a very young, very high schooly vibe.
Yeah. So through this process of this accident, we found out that like I was saying, like all these things were happening. Like certain people were in areas they shouldn't have been. That there were people hooking up that shouldn't have been hooking up. Because you don't do it in your tents. Go fuck in the woods like everybody else. So you're like Russian sleeper agenting right now. You're like you're like telling the story and like chiming in like canned phrases from yesteryear, but continue. Yeah, exactly. So we found out it was just like this madness, like so much was going on that we didn't know about, that was like things that like on a normal day, if I found out about, I would just sit somebody down and be like, hey, don't be stupid. And move on. Like, that would have been the whole entire thing. But it was just so crazy. Actually, Adam and I, this is the last little part of this story, and we can go on to something else, or I can tell more about it if people want to know more about with all the crazy things that were happening.
I just love that this is your favorite camp story, but continue.
This is my favorite one. This is so bonkers. I have so many of these though. There's so many great ones. So Adam and I, one of the people in the car accident was an underage. I think she was 16, or I can't remember. But she was underage, and so she got taken to Children's Hospital in Castle Rock. Mm-hmm. And so we working through all this all the stuff we had uncovered and lifted the mattress, kicked the rock over, all the bugs went scattering, all that. We were dealing with all that crap, and we get the call that like we get the call from Children's to be like, yep, she's good, you can come pick her up. And so we were like, okay, cool. Like, what do we need to like pick her up, because we aren't her legal guardians.
Yeah,
we're just the place she works at. And they were like, oh, just come. And we're like, well, do we need to bring like proof of employment or ID? Like, talking through this, and they're like, nah, just show up and tell them you're here to pick up the girl. And we're like, that's it? Like,
that seems like human trafficking to me.
This seems kind of concerning.
Questionable.
And so we made the joke. We were just like, should we like post on Reddit? I can't remember what we said, but we should post like on Reddit or something. And it's like, hey, 16-year-old girl needs pickup from Castle Rock, brought to Albert. Like, we're just like, what kind of place is this? So then Adam and I get in our medical vehicle, which could drive off camp, and we drive from Albert to Castle Rock, which is not a short drive. And so we're talking the entire time about like, just shooting the shit, doing all this stuff. And eventually we get to the point where we're like, all right, when we pick her up, we aren't going to talk to her. We're gonna freeze her out. We're not gonna say a single thing to her, and we're gonna just drive back and in complete silence, not acknowledging her existence whatsoever. Just so in like even most of the time we're not gonna talk with each other, like that type of thing.
That's healthy.
Yeah. Come on, we were real pissed at that point.
I mean, yeah. Well, and also, again, at this point, you're like 24 or some shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I was.
But
no.
Gonna throw in now that we're past that age, throw in the mature decision. Continue.
Yes. So Adam and I drive all the way there. We get to the hospital, and like we both like he was wearing like his PV scrubs. I was wearing like a PV polo or whatever, just to have some sort of identification to be like, hey, she's wearing the same clothes we are. Like,
we swear.
We swear we're not a cult. And so we show up, and there's like nobody at this check-in desk. And so we kind of stand there for a bit, and there's like a bell, and we like hit the bell, and someone goes like, they kind of pop their head out, and we're like, hey, Adam's like, hey, we're here to pick up Chase, and like we gotta pick her up, and they're like, okay, cool, go back, and like just hits the door, and the emergency door, the door's just open for us, and we're like, do we need to show you ID or anything? And they're like, nope, and just go back to whatever they were doing. And we were like, okay. And then and they don't tell us where she is. They don't give us any more information. And so we walk in, and it's incredibly big. There's all of these beds. There's like no lights on. And there's like one nursing station all the way down at the other end that's lit. And we're like, okay. And so I just kind of look at Adam, and I was like, I'll go on this side. You go on that side, and we'll call out to each other when we find her. And he's like, okay. And so we just start walking down this medical ward and being like, where's everybody?
You entered the back rooms.
Yeah. And so we're just walking, and I think Adam got a little bit ahead of me, or I think I might have just been like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to the nursing station. I'm just gonna go talk to a human being. And so I start walking past, and then I get to the nursing station, and then like I think Adam like called out to me like right when I get to them, and I was like, hey, we're here to pick up Chase. And they're like, the like lady was like, I'm sorry, who? And I'm like, I mean, looking around, I think the only other human being that's here, like, what's going on here? And then we find her, we pick her up, and she's just like, the nurse that was with Adam and her in there was just like, yep, she's okay, all this type of stuff. And I was like, all right, well, do we need to show you any sort of ID? And they're like, nope, you can take her. And we're like, what is going on here? This seems so unsafe. And so we then took this child to full-grown adult men.
This hospital is a front.
Yeah, clearly. We take this child without sort of any verification. We take her, we put her in our car, and we drive back to Albert, Colorado, where we did not talk to her. Oh no, we also picked up McDonald's and didn't offer any.
Again, mature. Jesus Christ.
So we drive all the way back, and I think one of the pinnacle moments I think of this is Adam's driving, and he's like, ugh, damn it. And I was like, what? And he goes, I don't have to have the headlights on anymore. I turned them off because the sun had come up at this point, and it was light outside, and we didn't need them anymore. And it was like, oh my god, we've been up for so many hours at this point. And so, yeah. And then that spiraled out and was a huge, huge, huge problem. And there was a lot of things that came out of that that was not fun. And we've learned a lot of things about a lot of people, and quite a few people got fired. And yeah.
I
My favorite
question
camp
your
story.
definition of favorite.
It was so great. I mean, well, I also had to keep it. There's a lot of other ones, but I had to keep it.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but again, favorite. Oh my goodness.
There's so many though. There's a lot of great ones.
Let's see. Let me see if there's any other questions. Will we? Oh, Jade had one of. How does it feel to watch horror camp movies as an ex-camp director?
Very legitimate. Like, sometimes when you look at them, and you're like, "Wow, that camp counselor is making terrible decisions." I go, "Yeah, that checks out."
That's so real. So real.
That's really real. So real. Yep, they definitely would do that stupidity. Also, all the promiscuity and the illicit things definitely
so real.
happens.
So real.
So real.
Also, do you remember when we had to chase a kid who had a flaming broom through the woods? You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That you see, that's what I would describe as like a favorite reference.
See, but there's like, I mean, yeah, I've got other ones like that. The time that I almost got hit in the head with a crowbar.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was a suit and kids want to actively kill me. The time in the same kind of vague story line of that story, when we were in the dining hall, and I definitely thought Patrick was being a kid, like wrapped his arms around him while he was dressed up in this suit, a morph suit, and this kid came around and wrapped his arms around him, and I was like, this kid's stabbing Patrick. He's just stabbing Patrick repeatedly in the kidney. He's just shanking him. He's just shanking him to death. And I'm going to run up and save Patrick, and he's going to fall on the ground bleeding and dying, and that's what's going to happen in this scenario here. He wasn't. He didn't get stabbed, but
although that had happened before.
That had happened. Someone did get stabbed. I actually went back for a mentor weekend last summer at PV as the program director mentor, and it's very weird coming back and being like a legend, where people are like, "Oh my gosh, you're Michael." And I'm like, yeah, yes. And they're like, wow, did you really do insert this thing? And I was like, yeah, I did really do that. And they're like, whoa.
That's weird.
One of them asked me, they're like, did someone really get stabbed here? And I was like, yeah, Alex Hughes. And they're like, you know his name? And I was like, yeah, he was the camp. He was like my camp director.
I got drinks with him a little bit ago. Like.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, yeah, I've worked with him, and they're like, did it really happen? And I was like, yeah, the kid like hit him, and then like it wasn't like a full buck knife stabbing. It was like a little pocket knife. It didn't really
in the shoulder.
hurt. Yeah, it's not that bad. Like they're like, oh my gosh, I heard he got stabbed in the kidneys, and I'm just like, no,
that's not true. That's
not
how you
true.
die.
Right.
It's the road you had like a ladder or something across your vehicle or out the window or something. Is that the road? Oh no. Okay.
No, that's a different story. That's a good story too.
That's a different story. So essentially, so Rose kind of referenced it. At camp, when you got up to management of any kind, you were given a radio, and these radios had multiple channels. The higher up the management you got, the more channels you got. And because they were public channel radios, we tried not to use people's names, so people would get radio handles. And so, for example, Michael's was Mr. Butterfly, and for a long time, mine was The Rock, and then it became Captain Ahab, which is how we got Captain Rockhab later, by the way. But the Captain Ahab thing was my second to last year.
I'm curious how you're going to tell this story, because as someone who also experienced it, I'm very interested to see what your
I'm curious to see if you have a. I like to think I represent it fairly well. But anyway, so my second to last year, I was an associate program director, and I came up with an idea for an obstacle course, because the camp, all the camps had themes. We had program. We took it very seriously. The camp that I was assistant programming directing for that year was the 1 year that I didn't work at the main camp that Michael and I worked together at. And it was basically a test to see if I could handle management to put me back over at the main one, essentially. But I came up with this idea for a pirate-themed obstacle course because the theme of that camp that year was pirates. And I needed like a bunch of poles and stuff to make. I wanted to make like a net that they'd crawl under, and we painted a kraken that they threw water balloons at and whatever. And so, but we didn't have supplies on the one side because it was a smaller kids camp. It was for like 6 to 10-year-olds. And the older kids camp for like 11 to 16-year-olds was the one that we had worked most of our time at. And so I went over to see if I could borrow a bunch of big wooden sticks and rope and stuff from the area that has all of those things. Because they teach like knots and orienteering and I don't remember what the pioneering, and they like that. All of their stuff is like literally wooden knots and survival shit. So I have the biggest vehicle I have access to do this is I have one of those really sketchy like kitchen white vans that you'd expect like a creeper to give candy out of. No windows, just a straight white delivery van with an open back, right? Well, not open back, it was a covered back, but like, you know, the 2 doors and like the side door and whatever. And so I drive out there, and I also need a flagpole because I wanted the whole reason that this happened was I needed a flagpole, and I needed it to be tall enough that they could raise a flag at the end because they saved the ship was the vibe, right? So I drive over there with an empty car, and I get over there and I ask for supplies, and they're like, yeah, absolutely. So I start filling the car with big sticks and rope and such. And the issue being is that the sticks were too long to fit in the van. Even if I rammed them up against the windshield, they were sticking out the back. And I, at this point, am like 20. And I think, okay, here's the issue, is that camp roads are, as we've mentioned, not paved and bumpy. And if I have the back doors of the van open with all these sticks, I'm not going to make it back because they're all going to bounce out the back. So instead, the ones that were particularly long, rather than sticking it out the back with the doors open and trying to like tie it shut, I opened the side door and I stuck it sticking out of the van at an angle up above the van. And my logic is I can see it from the driver's windshield. I'll just make sure to avoid trees. That's much safer. It's not going to fall out. There's no, I just don't have to hit any trees. And if I tie the door shut, it's stuck. It's not going anywhere. And I'll just drive real slow and I'll be careful. And I stand by the fact that that logic was pretty good, other than the fact of 2 facts. 1, generally, if I had just put a flag on the back or whatever, that's more street legal. But secondly, our camp ranger, who also happens to be Rose's father, is a ex-Navy safety officer. And so I tie this whole thing up and I'm looking at it, and you'll remember Preston and I are looking at it, and I ask him, I'm like, do you think I'll get in trouble for this? And he goes, nah, you'll be fine. I was like, are you sure? And he goes, as long as Scott doesn't see. I was like, that's fair. And that was the decider. We had the conversation. Okay, we're good, right? And then I'm driving my happy ass back, and the problem is that the main road goes all the way up through camp, and the area that has all the supplies is at the back. It is at the top back of the camp, and you have to drive through the whole fucking thing to get back across the road to the other camp. And so I come around the corner down the main road, and I look over, and yes. Oh, they're on the ring. That's weird, but okay. That's weird.
I'll fill in a bit of story here.
Sorry,
the van. What?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I was just filling in a little bit of story here. The van that you have, you haven't mentioned it, but I don't know if you're about to come up to it, but the van was not good. We didn't have good camp vehicles.
Correct.
And so that van's radio was busted and would blast music, and the knob to turn it down did not work. And so you would hit a bump and it would like shoot up to like all the way to max, and then you'd hit another bump and it would go to half, and so it was all the time. So I just want to put that in there, is that there's also
all of the
blasting
vehicles,
music most of the time.
all of the vehicles are sketchy and donated, and almost every single one has some major identifying problem with it. And they all had code names because of it. So this one was either, depending on which side of the camp you were on. On the small kid side, because it was more appropriate, we called it El Diablo because it was possessed by a spirit, and if you went over a bump, the radio cranked, and you had to, like, you're driving and trying to turn it down, and you have to twist it a certain way to turn it down, and it, like, is blasting your ears off. But on the older kid side of camp, it was called the candy van because it looked like something that you would pass free candy out of. But anyway, so it's this white windowless van. I start driving. I'm making it down the road. I look over, and the Rangers, like, the quartermaster, where the Ranger hangs out, he is outside, facing the other direction, talking to somebody. I'm like, oh no. If he turns around, I'm in trouble. And here is where the story gets interesting. So I'm driving, and I'm like, please don't turn around. Please don't turn around. Please don't turn around. And he turns around, and I just see him lock. Right? He's like tracking, and I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll just keep driving. And as I mentioned, we have radios. And as I also mentioned, I was up a fairly level of management at this point. So I had 2 channels on my radio. And channel 1 is the one that everyone can hear. And channel 2 or above are for private conversations. At some point, I had switched to channel 2 and not switched back to channel 1. This is important because what happens is he picks up his radio and calls out to the entirety of camp, whoever is driving the white van, stop now. We need to have a talk about safety. And I do not hear it because I'm on channel 2. So I keep driving, and when I don't stop, he starts calling more urgently. And at this point, it goes like, anyone in the vicinity of the white van, stop the white van. So I'm driving down the road, and one of the medics comes waving me down, and stops me, and goes like, are you not hearing this? And over the radio, like, stop the white van! The white van is going down the main road! And I'm like, oh God, no, I don't. I'm on 2. And they go, hey, we've got the white van. And they're like, send them back up to me. We're going to have a talk about safety. And so I have to wind my happy little booty back up. And on the bright side, I don't know this particular adult very well. But I do know him well enough that I think he knew that I at least had a modicum of intelligence going on, because he was like, can you explain to me why you did this? And I did. And I will say, I think it gave him pause, because he seemed to be like, okay, at least you had a reason. And he kind of was like, well, next time you should do this.
Yes.
Because this is much safer. And had you hit anything, you would have torn the door off and whatever. And he was still mad, but it was significantly cooler than I thought once I explained, like, here's why I did the thing I did. But while this conversation is happening, everyone around camp is throwing the rumor mill of, like, how I'm going to be fired and whether I'm coming back, and and my boss's boss at the time, who loved to kind of snatch glory wherever he could, was bandying about trying to see if he could specifically nail down what radio handle I would get from the experience. But essentially, it eventually landed on Captain Ahab because I had speared the white whale. The van was the whale, and I had speared it. So that was my radio handle from then on. But yes, that was just the main road. No, why would he do that? That particular individual, he didn't care about glory or attention at all.
No, he didn't try to Shanghai my entire program director year for his conceited program, which he then Shanghaied the next year into that one. So yeah, no,
not him.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I feel like chat. I recognize there's a lot of like inside jokes going on or references to stuff. I hope that you're enjoying. If you have other questions, feel free to fire away. I gather we were besties with this person. Look, he was a nice guy. Once you could get past the fact that his ego sucked the air out of any room he was in. Once you got past that, he was fine.
That's not fair. He didn't just suck the ego out of any room he was in. He sucked the ego out of every room it was adjacent to as well.
That's true. As long as you could, like, you know, breathe without air, he was great.
He was a nice person. He had some faults like any human being.
Yes.
And
I'll give him this.
he's
He was
just-
well intentioned. He wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't a mean guy. He was nice. He was just very self-absorbed
yes.
and more than a little conceited. But yes, a comedian. If I would say a thespian, less about
Yeah,
comedy and
that's-
more about the pizzazz.
Yeah.
As somebody who, as both of us, are former theater kids.
Yeah. As someone who was a stage manager, I would have hated him as an actor. Like that, to put that as like a frame of reference. Like great on stage, wonderful, but hated him as a stage manager.
Correct. Wasn't he trying to be a comedian at one point? That wouldn't surprise me.
Oh yeah, probably.
Although I think the ones that were most known for that were others, and one of them has done a pretty good job of it. Shout out to Climate Town on YouTube. Check out Climate Town. It's very good.
Yeah.
What's your favorite board game out of all the board games?
Ooh. So I mean, ooh. I have lots. There's so many. This is hard to say. So, like, if I can get people to play it, Betrayal at House on the Hill, just because it's so...
The new one or the old one?
The old one, I guess. I don't know. I haven't really played much of the new one.
You have to try it.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I've already got a problem over here. Okay.
I'll enable you. Your wife doesn't have to know.
Okay, good. I like that plan.
He'll just show up at your house.
Well,
Not that I know your
already
address, but
yeah, no. So Betrayal House on the Hill is really great because it's dynamic, it's fun, it changes. There's like that the asymmetric gameplay and then there's competing, and so it can be cooperative and then also not, and so that one's really fun for that. I do also really like Codenames.
Codenames is very good. We've done Codenames a lot on stream in the past, actually.
So I think I've seen some of those. And I was like, man, I should try to get in and play on that because my family, next to like Codenames and Secret Hitler, are kind of like the two games we play the most when like my big family comes into town. And Codenames though is next level for us. We play with pictures and words at the same time.
Okay.
Oh, it's like there's no other way to play Codenames unless you do it that way, because it's so much fun, because there's like the pictures do certain things, and then the words also limit words you can say, so it adds that level of, oh, I want to say, the word I'm trying to go for is tree, but there's literally like the word tree, so I can't say it, but
or
I
like
want people to pick
or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to kind of like, that adds a level of complexity to it. And we've played so much that we do things of like, we do like 4 or 5 picks for one word, because we just play so consistently with that. But really recently, the game I'm really enjoying playing is Blood on the Clock Tower.
That's one I haven't heard.
Oh no! Oh,
Hold on, I gotta look this up.
Oh, you gotta look it up. It's so great. Blood on the Clock Tower is a social deduction game similar to like Secret Hitler or Among Us and stuff like that. It just has like an extra level of, there's like a storyteller who's like
21 players, too.
Yeah, so good, so much fun. We're actually posting about it in our at the zoo, our like Zerds group. We try to do monthly meetups to play board games together, but we also were like, hey, if you like people just want to get together just to play Blood on the Clock Tower completely separately, we'll definitely do that as well. And we're actually getting a lot of traction. Super excited about that. But you have like a demon who like kills people in night. It's very similar to Werewolf in that way, or Mafia. But there's the like roles and characters of like other games in that genre that do different powers and things along those lines. And you just have a storyteller or a GM kind of also helping facilitate a better story than like a lot of those games have, where it's just like somebody's like, hey, I'm the werewolf. I'm gonna oh no, you killed the werewolf on the first night. Oops. Yeah. Type thing. So that's the one I've played it a few times. I highly recommend. It's so much fun. It's really great. So that's kind of the top few games I got. Out
of curiosity, because Return to Dark Tower is one that I always recommend in general.
Oh yeah.
on a slightly less complex level, but great just because of the way it's designed. Have you played Villainous?
Yeah, I have Villainous over here.
Okay.
I don't know if it's out of shot, but it's Villainous, Star Wars Villainous. So I
Okay,
played
yeah,
that
yeah.
one.
So
Yeah.
I know I haven't played too much. I haven't actually finished a game of the Star Wars one. We started it once, but we couldn't finish it because we had to leave. But they have Marvel, Disney, and Star Wars. And Disney was the first one, and has the most expansions. And then the Marvel and the Star Wars one both take kind of twists on the same concept. But the cool thing is that every expansion plays with each other as long as they're within the same realm.
Yeah.
And so like all the Disney ones play with all the Disney ones and stuff. I will say incredibly fun and incredibly thematic if you're just like they do a really good job of making the characters feel like the characters. And like your objectives and the things that you're trying to accomplish feel like whatever the thing that you're trying to do is. Also, have you played the Game of Thrones board game? Going back to heavy.
Yes, I played it once, and some people that played with me said I cheated. I say I actually read the rules.
Okay.
I like when it like we were like one of my friends since like high school was like, hey, I want to play this game. We have it. Michael, you're a super nerd. Here's some other people that also like Game of Thrones. Let's play this together. And I said, okay, cool. And so I went and found videos of how to play the game and watched like a 2-hour video.
You
on,
prepared.
well, because I was like, well, this is like
Yes.
playing Risk, but like on a next level. So I was like, I'm gonna play this, and so I like went through it, and then was just like, okay, cool, I'm doing this thing, and then I was like, cool, I'm gonna do this, and this, and then I did.
You decimated everyone because they were
lose.
unprepared. Oh, you lost.
I did lose because somebody was just like, oh, oops, I could have done like this is something. They're like, I could have done this last turn or something like that, and I was just like, oh, well. I would have played completely differently if you would have like, and because we were being friendly. I was just like, okay, well, you can win. Like,
Yeah.
all right, fine. I would have done something different, and I would have played slightly differently. But okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, but no, it's a really fun game. I really enjoyed it.
I had a similar experience. I got a birthday group together and we all played. And I have a friend of mine who is also very into like competitive heavy board games. And he came in with the mission of like, Ryan cannot win at his own birthday board game bash. And so he was like going gung-ho from the beginning, trying to choke me out. And what's funny is I still almost won until what happened was, so it was me, Safune, who was in the D&D group for a while and is back in, and then hangs out sometimes on stream and stuff. My friend Amen, who isn't really involved in the stream community too much. My cousin Craig, and me, and then my friend Marcus. And Marcus was the one who was trying to choke me out from the beginning. But Sasha and Joseph, like really early on, secretly allianced, and Joseph was just feeding her. And so she started to gain a lot of momentum. And I was holding my own really solid up top, and I had a real solid chance of winning until Marcus realized that the way that we were facing down, we were going to stalemate. He had built up enough, and I had built up enough that neither of us could get the edge on each other, and he wanted to choke me out. So he looked at the whole table, and he's like, hey, and hold on, yes? You want to chime in?
I did not align with Joseph very early on. We only aligned later. I held my own for so long.
Come on, say it into the mic.
No, I need you to say it. He's telling the story wrong, everybody.
Oh, okay.
I
Ryan telling her story wrong? No.
Okay. I'd like to say, was I wrong? Did I misrepresent the radio handle story? Or?
I mean, you didn't misrepresent it, but I feel like there was a lot more yelling going on than I think. Admittedly, you didn't hear the yelling.
I did not hear the yelling.
Also, I thought I flagged you down.
I thought it was. I thought it was
guys played-
Savannah. Well, I think you and Savannah were both there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because we were down. We were down by Mackenzie's range. That's what it was. I was like, I feel like there was a group of us,
Savannah
and
was
I
the one who was at the medic.
That's
the med
right.
lodge.
Yeah.
But so, anyway, so he scans the table and sees the alliance going on and goes, hey, what if I play into your guys' alliance? And they literally cleared a path to one of the one of the like keeps or whatever that gives you the points to win, and so that she could move in. And I was like, ah! I was like 2 turns away. Anyway, great game. Have you? I don't know if you've played Dead by Daylight the video game. Have you played Dead by Daylight the board game?
No, I have not played the board game. No.
Okay, because Jay.
I haven't played the video game either.
Are you
really.
interested in the video game? We got a whole crew of people who play the video game. You
I
like
don't know.
horror shit?
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I like it. I don't know. It's just one of those games I was like, I just haven't really cared enough to like dive into it, and also it seemed like a commitment, and then therefore.
It's not too much of a commitment. I'd say it's a fairly I wouldn't say I'd say it's a semi-casual game.
Yeah.
But do you like Tokyo Ghoul?
I mean, yeah.
They just added Tokyo Ghoul to Dead by Daylight. If that tips.
See, that's one of those things I just was not super into. Is like just they keep adding so much to it, and then it's like also like a lot of the branding, and I just was like,
Well, I think they're trying to make it horror Fortnite. They're trying to do like, here's all of these horror icons in the one horror. So they've got Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger and Chucky and Pinhead, and like they're literally just like every major horror aliens in there. They added Vecna. Yeah, they did. They did a whole D&D chapter, and Vecna is one of them. And then they have a bard that can be either gender. That's the character for that one. What else am I missing? They got Bubba from Texas Chainsaw. They've got the pig from Saw. Now they have Tokyo Ghoul. They've got a bunch, and then they also have a bunch of original characters mixed in.
Originals, yeah.
But so they'll rotate through of like they'll do an original, and then like they have like a bunch of Resident Evil and a couple Silent Hill. So if that's ever of interest, we've got plenty of people who love it.
Okay.
Well, we already burned through over an hour. A, is there anything else that you'd like to talk about? And B, chat, is there any other questions that you'd like to ask while we have Michael here before we kind of start to wind towards the conclusion of our chat? Now that we've covered all of the like, this was basically just camp chat, which, I mean, to be fair, that's how camp stuff tends to be. I think camp people tend to like rotate back to the trauma bonding.
We actually, Rose and I were talking.
I'm shocked you guys didn't connect to each other.
Well, I don't know. It was. We actually did discuss the fact that like we haven't really been in the same chats all that much, so it was a little,
just kind of chips passing in the night.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas like I feel like this is the Rose I know, but I don't want to be weird. I don't want to creep people out, Jackie. So,
strays.
Yeah. But we were Liz got married, right? A while back to Ty. And so we were hanging out at like this local bar or whatever, and so it was just like a bunch of camp people.
Yeah.
And Jed had his girlfriend there, who is not a camp person, and it was nothing but us just literally doing this exact same thing, just running down old camp stories. But hey, remember that time? Hey, remember that time? Hey, remember that time? Hey, remember that time? Oh my god, that was so crazy. I can't believe that kid tried to do that thing. Oh my gosh, remember that one thing? And we were just like, sorry, this is how it is like every time. And it's always like that. Anytime we hang out, it's just like, hey, sorry, significant other human being. Now we're going to trauma dump for like the next 20 minutes.
You don't understand. And I there's no way to fix that. You were there, you weren't.
Just right along. It's funny. Don't worry. These people are hilarious.
Jade says, do you want people to invite you to games in the server in terms of like games outside of Rivals and stuff?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm down for that. I have a weird type of work schedule sometimes though, so I can't like always commit, or sometimes I'm doing, as some of you might know, I pop on into the stream or into the Discord and I'm still actually working on things. One-man department, always great. So sometimes I have to do work, so sometimes it's just hanging out to be there, but totally fine with being invited to whatever.
Cool. Also, Momhead says hi, I think that's a hi. She said, what?
Oh, hey!
With a big question mark. D&D question, adventure books or homebrew?
Whatever. I'm actually moving away from D&D. I mean, I'm cool with whatever. Like, if you got it, like, let's do it. Like, if you got a good idea, let's do it. Let's do it. It's totally great. It's fun. Let's have a great time. But I mean, Curse of Strahd is an amazing campaign. It's so much fun. Tomb of Annihilation is if you like getting kicked in the teeth repeatedly with a steel toe. Love
I mean,
that.
to be fair, Curse of Strahd ain't that far off from that either.
No, but at least like Tomb of Annihilation is literally just, hey, do you hate yourself? Cool,
Yeah.
we're gonna just do this. By the way, have your next 3 characters ready to go.
Curse of
And
Strahd at
whereas
least is
Tomb-
like, you could survive, maybe.
Ooh, you gonna give up your last breath? Ooh.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you know, it's spooky. Whereas Tomb of Annihilation is just like dinosaur zombies, death. Guess what? Another dead. Blind, invisible beholder. Suck it. And you're just like, cool, thanks. I guess. Here's my fighter, half-orc barbarian, or half-orc fighter generico.
This is Grug's brother,
congratulations.
Grog.
Yeah. Here's my 4th character named Cheech, because I was bored, and he's a drunken monk. Like, let's go. Come on.
Charge, who says, favorite thing to do with your family?
Actually, board games. Like, that's the big thing, is, like, we've always done board games. We slowly started, very similar to what Ryan was talking about, where he was, like, very kind of in a certain box. We were also that, where we played a lot of those, like, Game of Life and Monopoly and all those types of stuff.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah. And, like, we did do a little few, like, Gin Rummy was a big one we played a lot of as a family. But then I went on a school trip in middle school and played Guillotine, which is a phenomenal game. And I played that and was just like, oh my, like, this is an amazing game. And I like went back and like told my parents about it. And by that point, I think it actually had been discontinued. And this is kind of to the point of we love playing games together. My dad like went on eBay and like bought like four eBay versions of Guillotine and like got them all, and like so I've slowly like had a supply of like that game for decades now, because they get beat up and used, and I just can pull out a brand new one that's still like in the cellophane box from like the
That's
original
wild.
printing of it. Yeah, he was really cool. He was really great about that type of stuff. So yeah.
And then Jade says, have you ever tried making your own board game?
Yes. So I have one that I've off and on designed. And the reason I laugh is because I actually had a dream about it. Yeah, I know. It's
How
weird.
long ago?
Like, very long time ago, I feel like.
Okay.
So it's still like in the development phases, as in like I have a real life and I need to do other things. So unfortunately, I can't always be focusing on it. But there's a YouTube channel, Sit Down and Shut Up, that do a lot of board game reviews.
Okay.
And they're great. They're like they're like a few British people, few British guys. They're hilarious. They're wonderful. Highly recommend them for a lot of good reviews. They go really in depth. And so I had a dream where they were reviewing this game, and they talked about like they're like, oh, it's a really great game, but then there's this one mechanic where you flip the board over, and then it's the night phase, and everything's different. And like that, like I woke up and was like, oh my god, that's such a great game. Like, why did I have that dream? And then I like went back through and realized they hadn't, like, that wasn't an actual game. That's something I dreamt up.
Yeah.
And so I have tried to make a board game that kind of teeters back and forth between the name of like Neighborhood Watch, or like Strange Neighbors or something like that. But effectively, the idea is that you do stuff during the day, and you gather resources, and then you do like illegal bad things at night when you flip your board over.
Okay.
And so like on one side you have your character, and it's like an old guy in a walk. Like, this is the vision I had, is like an old guy in a walker. And then when you flip it over, he's like some like very cliche looking like early 90s vision gangster type guy, like huge gold chain, a gun, like pants hanging down, like that type of thing. And then so you do things like run drugs and like hide dead bodies and like stuff like that, but you need to do the things during the day to do
Everybody's
the things
living
at night.
a double life of
Exactly.
day shift
And so
versus
then
night
like
shift.
it rotate, and then like the idea is that you rotate, you have one person who's like the like neighborhood watch, who goes around, and they like are able to move a person to kind of like catch you doing bad things or like stop you
Yeah.
from doing actions and stuff. So that's like the idea I have, and it all came from a dream of literally just someone saying that thing, and I was like, that is a good idea. I
That's
like
cool,
that. That would be
actually.
fun.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a cool novel concept, and the fact that you're making it kind of like suburban is also fun.
Yeah.
Very like cops and robbersy of like.
Yeah, that's kind. Yeah, that same type of feeling. Yeah.
That's super fun. All right, man. Well, is there anything that you wanted to hit on to kind of wrap things up?
I don't think so. I've talked for long enough, I feel like, at this point, and yeah.
Well, is there anything that like any topics that we didn't cover or anything that you wanted to like say to the community at large? Will you have everyone's ear? Anything in that vein, and no pressure, of course.
I mean, no, not really.
Cool.
Huge nerd, so yeah, that's pretty clear.
As evidence in the first 30 seconds by the background, and then the
Yeah.
following like 90 minutes of chatting.
Yeah. People at
Oh,
work.
actually, I had one question I didn't ask.
Oh yeah.
Considering that you're pretty much the biggest comic book nerd that I know,
Oh yeah.
what is your like favorite out there comic book storyline out of all the comic book storylines that you know?
Oh my gosh. So are we talking like mainstream stuff, like Marvel-y, DC
All
out there
of it.
stuff? Or are we talking like out there stuff?
Whatever tickles your fancy.
Oh my gosh, man. Okay, hold on. I gotta like pull up my comic book stuff then if we're gonna do this, because I really need. Yeah. Okay, I just want to shout out. I know it's got an anime now, but Don as a manga, like you got to read Don. It's amazing. It's great. So amazing, and also watch the anime. It's killer. Hold.
Jade, I don't know. Are you a horror guy, Michael? I don't know if you're a horror guy.
I mean, I like horror. I'm not like into like the jump scary stuff. I'm also not into like the Saw movies. That's not horror. That's graphic porn.
It's torture
like
porn.
brutal, just torture porn. It's not. That's not horror.
I
That's
haven't
torture
seen them,
porn.
but I think that that's a fair take.
Yeah. What is it?
Jade specifically wants me to mention that we have a horror podcast if that's something that you're interested
Oh, fair. So I don't know if it's out there, but one of my favorite stories is it's a Marvel one, and it's really great, and it's actually kind of you might know it if you've been keeping up with like the Marvel stuff and like the the new Marvels, the second Captain America, the first Captain America stuff, and but the comic that the whole like, oh no, computer, what are you doing, computer? Sorry, I was freaking out there for a second.
No worries.
Is Truth, Red, White, and Black.
Okay.
It's the like origin story of the first of like the obviously how they made Captain America, right? Like this is why I love this story. It's how they made Captain America. Like in the original, he's like, oh yeah, we just injected guy with serum, and like he came out great. Boom, done. Well, that's kind of a little.
That's the end result, not the process to get there.
Yeah, the process. Like, how did you really get to that story, or how did you get to that point? And so this comic talks about the men that were experimented on to get to that point, and it's a really interesting look at just kind of how. It's a little sad and depressing. I'm pulling it up here. That's why suddenly I'm so bright.
No way.
Thanks, Wikipedia.
I figured that's what it was.
Yeah. So it's like it's a story about how they experimented on a bunch of different men, black men, in the army to figure out the Captain America formula, so they could give it to eventually a white man. And it's
I didn't
just
know
such.
that was the angle they took.
Oh, it's such a great story because it really does kind of touch on the historical emphasis of just how terrible we were all the time in history. Yay, great times. But it does really good job of like bringing forward criticism of how people were treated, of real world parallels between this story as well as what was happening in the comic book. So I just love it. It's just a really great one. So yeah, Truth, Red, White, and Black. That's a really good one. And then I'm trying to figure them out. I don't know. I'll post them, I guess, some other good comic recommendations if people want that in the Discord. Of some other good ones. South by West is also a really great book series where it's like the Horsemen of the Apocalypse come and one of them doesn't do what he's supposed to do and falls in love, and then bad things happen. And the apocalypse happens. So that's a really fun one.
You definitely should post them. And honestly, that I'm not familiar with that story, but the way that you describe it kind of reminds me of. Are you familiar with the Harlem Hellfighters?
Yes.
Yeah. For those who aren't, the Harlem Hellfighters is like a specific regiment in is it World War II? It's World War II that primarily consisted of like African American men from Puerto Rico and Cuba and Liberia and Canada and all this stuff. And they are like one of the most decorated regiments of World War II, but got very little recognition due to the fact that it was mostly like racial soldiers. And it's something. Oh, and they were in World War I as well. They fought 191 days in the frontline trenches, more than any other American unit, and suffered the most losses of any American regiment. So that like that's a very poignant parallel to like very real world things that did happen. I didn't know that that's something that they represented in kind of the Marvel comic universe.
Yeah. And I see. Sorry, I pulled up the chat because I was pulling up my search window. T Money, you are correct. Yeah, they bring it up in Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV series, Disney Plus series, whatever it is. But yeah.
Honestly, I haven't caught up with almost any of the Disney Plus stuff. Like, we watched WandaVision, and I think that's the only one. WandaVision was very good. We want to watch Loki. I've heard pretty good things about Moon Knight. And there was one other one that everyone said was really good. Oh, Agatha All Along. I've heard it was incredible.
Yeah, that was really good too. Yeah.
But like all of the MCU stuff.
It's so much, dude. When we were watching the second Doctor Strange movie, and
that's one of the last ones we saw.
In theaters, and it's so long ago at this point. I'm sitting there watching Wong climb up this rock face or whatever, and I'm literally sitting there watching him do this and go, holy crap, you have to watch so much stuff to understand the significance of this one moment here.
Yeah.
Like, that's so much material to watch. Holy cow, this sucks.
Yeah. No, literally, my reasoning and my joke has been they did exactly what Kingdom Hearts did. They ruined their own series by taking like this beautiful narrative and then fragmenting it across so many different things that nobody wanted to buy all the bits and pieces. Like, I was a huge Kingdom Hearts fan as a kid. It's one of my favorite series. I have not played any of the ancillary games. I only know the main storyline and what I've been able to gather from other bits of media that's kind of like helped me pepper it in. Because they took they took everything out of the main storyline and all the context beyond the first game and put it on the PSP and a phone and the Nintendo DS and the Game Boy Advance. And you're like, holy shit, it's all over the place. And it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Well, I actually have a friend who played every single thing of Kingdom Hearts when Kingdom Hearts 3 was coming out. That included like getting a phone to play that mobile game.
That's bonkers.
Like, he bought a phone from that other country.
And then to do Kingdom Hearts 3, which was such a fucking disappointment, dude. Kingdom Hearts 3 sucks. Oh my god. I was so sad. I love that series so much. And 3, like, I just felt like I was spamming the ride button. Like, oh, I'm gonna just I turn into the teacups and I wipe everything out. Woo! Because like, why? And all of the levels, like at least in the previous games, like all of the levels were like cool twists on the story from the movie or whatever. Like Kingdom Hearts 3, it's like we are literally playing Frozen the movie, scene by scene, and then we move on. And like, and now we're playing like, what was the other one that was really on the nose? Toy Story or Monsters Inc. or whatever. It's like, and now we're doing scene by scene scenes from Toy Story, and you're like, I know how this goes. I watched the movie. Like,
I don't need to see my self-insert character in the background of my fan fiction here, guys.
Yeah.
Like, this is Yeah.
Like the whole thing when all the previous games was like, oh, you were in the story and like you were like a side effect of like the things. Like there you could see where it tied into the movie, but there was like
Yeah.
separate events going on that were cool and different. And then Kingdom Hearts 3, they're like, no, what if we did it the exact same way? Oh my god, I was so sad. I was so sad. At
Yeah.
least the theme song's a banger though.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you guys for watching. Michael, thank you for being on. I hope that you had fun.
Happy to. Yeah, it was great.
And then, as you guys know, Michael's around. Feel free to ping him, and please definitely post some of those comic references for those interested in the Discord. And then it sounds like Jade might be shooting you some requests for games at some point. But yeah, it was a pleasure to have you. You're welcome anytime. I'm looking forward to games. And we're gonna be doing Rivals after this if you want into that.
Absolutely, let's do it.
Cool. Well, guys, I'll pivot out of there and switch on over there. And thanks so much again.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Let me turn off the music. And oh, the button didn't go. Hey! Michael, I'll move you down for a minute while I reset everything.
Absolutely, sounds good.
All right, everybody. Let me put music back on. My man, thank you for the 53 months. I appreciate it. Let me switch our category. We're going to do some Marvel Rivals. If anyone wants to hop in for that, we're going to get that all started. Again, thank you, Michael, for being a part of it. I mean, I'll talk to you here in a second. But this is the first time that we pivoted out of a random encounter into games continued with the person from random encounter. So I'm not used to it. But obviously known Michael a long time. He's an incredible dude. And if anyone would like to get to know him, you know where to find him. He's in the Discord doing nerdy stuff just like all the rest of us. So let's get into some Rivals. I have switched our category. Let me get the game opened up. What you eating? Well, it was teriyaki. I had some chicken teriyaki for dinner. Tot was kind enough to grab it for me since we were doing random encounter. I didn't have time to get food. Other thing. I had another thing. What was it? It was brain words brain. Oh, I absolutely have to check out Blood on the Clock Tower. I have this book marked for later. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you enjoyed. Yeah, we're going to do some Rivals. If anyone wants to hop in, Peanut Gallery is open. I'll pull everyone up. Once I get the game all opened up, I didn't want it to freak out. I think I have an online version. A Blood on the Clock Tower? Okay. We'll have to look into that. Is it free? Maybe it's something we do as a community at some point. For like a Friendly Friday or something. I'll look into it. Let me know. You know where to put it if you find it. All right. Shaders are compiling, so things might get a little framey. Which is why I was like, I'll switch out of Discord for a moment. Make sure that I don't sound super glitchy to anyone listening. Oh, weird. There's like a dip in that song. It was like Purple Rain. All right, we'll pause music. Get the game up. I think my game capture should be set because we were capturing some rival stuff earlier. Wonderful. Why's the camera low? That's a little better. I got knocked. Cool. That'll work. Cool. Long time no talk.
Hey.
Let me
Good evening.
the heads a little bit. All air. Cool. Cool. Does the new season launch Friday? Is that when it goes?
In 2 days and 6 hours. So, yes.
I wonder if there's a time limit on this pickup bundle thing. Also, have you guys seen the new Thor skin? It's so cool.
Yeah, but it blocks your line of sight.
It does?
Yeah, people have like done overlays where like old other Thor skins aren't as large, and so the new Thor skin, because of all the fur, actually blocks your line of sight.
No.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
tragic, actually.
that's one tragic thing. Are we going to talk about how they're killing our team up, Ryan?
I know, right? I know.
I'm devastated.
I am also devastated. Although, to be fair, the fact that Cap and Bucky haven't had one is like it does make sense.
Yeah, but he's the anchor for that one, and then the benefactor from the Thor one. So he's an anchor and a benefactor. Like, he's a receiver, giver and receiver.
Well, honestly, the one that I'm worried about is the Wanda one and the Namor one look just gross. They look disgusting.
Well, who at NetEase is like super in love with Moon Knight, because like now he gets bonus health when he hurts you.
Yeah.
And now he has more talons. They hit you faster and they do more damage.
It's true.
Oh, that was the problem.
We do have 3 slots if anyone would like to join Jade or Joke Pool. Anybody who is, I saw some other people in chat. Jackie, if you're around, I don't know if anyone wants to jump in. We do have some slots. Ghostly as well. Team Money. We have some openings, so I will have us start one game.
Should I put on my my new reactive?
Oh, do you have a new one
for gaming? I have a modified one. For your April Fool's joke, I thought it'd be funny to make a new one that is more
more soldiery.
Shooter, yeah, more soldiery.
That's hilarious.
To be Private Rose.
That's so funny. All right, well, let's give it a shot. Let's see. I haven't been doing my pickup bundle stuff, and I'm really hoping that they don't go away when the season switches over. I haven't seen anything that says it expires.
I haven't seen anything that says it expires either.
But that's honestly what's concerning, is the fact that it doesn't say one way or the other.
It doesn't. Yeah.
Like, if it says it doesn't, then I'd be fine. Or if it says it does, I would be like focused on making it happen.
And the mightiest Avenger.
Well, I think we got to make it happen then when we can, Michael.
Oh yeah, that's very true. Yeah. Also,
Doesn't that? Yeah, that one works. Well, Luna, that's fine.
Hell yeah, Jade. We'll see you soon.
We can have the girly pop supports.
I was exiled from Asgard as a youth. Now, I would lay down my life to save it.
We're going to slay the enemies.
Stay strong.
Everyone is looking at me as if they know me. It's a strange feeling.
You may have just been unthawed in your timeline, but to us, you were a trusted friend for ages.
I haven't led a fighting force of this magnitude since the war.
There we go.
What if I don't live up to your expectations?
Better.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Our adversary's mule.
I can see why the fur's a little bit more obtrusive. It's not bad. Oh, actually, I lied. I could not see that thing at all. I see the issue. I understand.
Very rusty. Normally play tanks.
That's actually kind of highly unfortunate because the skin's so sick. And honestly, though, here's the problem with Thor. In my opinion, in terms of cosmetics, this skin is sick, and honestly, I think needed because most of Thor's skin sucks. But the other problem is the fact that the other skin that's really good is his like original comic skin. And the problem with his original comic skin is that you can't use anything with it because of the way that Rivals does MVP screens and shit. And so, like, I would just do his like cartoon comic accurate skin.
Battle can continue without Thor.
But then I lose all of the MVPs and shit because you can't equip anything to it. And like the Thunder Herald one is cool, but it's only okay. And this one's super sick. But the fact that I can't
I don't know how the hell
the fact that I can't see is a problem.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think it was going to be that much of a problem, and then I started slinging lightning and was like, oh, like,
the problem.
yeah. The one key ability that his whole kit rotates around, you have a portion of your screen that you can't aim.
The enemy is here.
Got him.
Yeah, like, I can't see any of those people over there. I hit like 2 of them.
Oh, you were in a bad spot. I think that's...
the god of thunder!
Oh, that was bad.
Behold the god of thunder!
And they have so many dashes and shit, all of them just dashed out.
To battle again!
Shields up!
Yeah, this is highly
I don't know why
unfortunate.
we were throwing a bunch of support ults there.
Awaken the rage of battle!
Yeah, there it is.
This is real!
That's the thing, I hate the school so much because they touch you once and then bounce off one thing and you're dead. It's a squishy.
There's still
Yeah.
a chance to stop it!
Fantastic!
I'm gonna be honest, this feels bad. I can't see.
Yeah. It's
Better
painful.
stop that vehicle!
I'm really upset now.
Might be a good time to stop
Especially considering like you can't refund skins or anything.
Yeah.
Whoever's the user testing for this thing? I'm 2 and 6. I can't see.
Better stop that vehicle!
Fantastic! Together to victory! To battle
They are on me
again.
like Donkey Kong. I need them to
Yeah.
not.
It's almost like playing with the sun in your eye.
You.
My friends are here!
Like you can technically see, but technically is a loose term.
Oh, this Adam Warlock. Yeah.
We are too few. Slow down.
God, they shred me so fast.
Triple DPS.
It's pretty, yeah.
Well, their rocket and their Atom is going
Odin,
DPS
god
Atom,
of thunder.
and their rocket is using his gun to great effect.
Ooh, I don't like this.
Battle fury burns.
I did not like that. I have been beaten.
Twas but a stretch. This is real firepower. Behold the god of thunder.
I'm in trouble. Healing, please. Thank you.
They hit a checkpoint! Now might be a good time to stop them.
Awaken the rage of battle.
That's more.
Oh, I'm so dead. Oh, I'm not dead. The Luna.
It's me. I'm the Luna.
Yeah, I thought I was super dead.
No,
I was right in the middle of that.
That's a look.
There's a lot of
I'm already
squirrels.
I'm already at 12k healing.
To battle again!
I'm not
Yeah.
even doing that good.
My damage block. I think they switched.
Okay, I was saying, I was like, where did we get a magic? And that means they are doing well.
That explains a lot.
Together to victory!
This is real firepower!
I'm barely wounded.
Oh, I guess I can't go that way.
Battle Fury burst! Behold the god of thunder!
There's a ring.
My power
Yeah, it was the Iron Fist. Switch to magic.
I killed the Adam Warlock twice.
Yeah, he got respawned behind us.
Yeah, exactly. He got respawned out of the beacon, and then I killed him again.
My power grows!
Hello, I know you're in there. Oh, she's won! Oh, she's won! She's won and went invisible. I'm so sad.
That's the most I needed.
Clear the way.
To battle again!
I don't have ult, 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 I have ult.
It's good.
I saw somebody where they had an invisible woman and they just stood around the invisible woman's shield and that blocked all of it. I was like,
This is real!
I'm in trouble.
I was trying.
Don't give
I
them another
appreciate it.
inch.
The minute I landed, it was like, oh, he's dropping a rocket ult. I'm in trouble.
Jackie wants uppies.
What battle can continue
Puppies!
without Thor?
I'll grab you in just a second.
My friends are here.
Also, hell yeah, we got an uppie team.
And Jade just wants a yippee. It's not an uppie, it's slightly different.
Yeah, I think we've lost the
Christ, good at shooting.
Yeah.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Hello.
Well, hi.
Isn't it fun? I also like it.
I love that emote. It makes
I think
me
it
so
turned
happy.
out pretty good.
I typed out uppies and then I was like, wait, no, it's ready.
It is. It's there. Gave it a good solid try. Hello, buddy. Here, let me grab. Oh, Jackie, you're not online yet.
It's loading really slow. It's been trying to load since I said I want to play. And so we're working on it.
Oh, I think they're preloading assets for the next season.
Yeah.
Well, I think if that's the case, what I'll do is I will wait for you to load. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll let you guys hold down the fort. You're in charge. Don't do anything I want to do.
Oh, well, that's a lot. We good.
I'm already doing one thing.
Like, watch my puppy, and then the puppy like attacks the camera. So, should we do that? I don't know how we do it, but
Speaking of which, my animals are way too quiet. I don't trust that.
I'm a spare human for my animals, so they bugged the primary.
They got the primary.
Yeah.
That's fair. Also, McManiac, you got really quiet from somehow between you being on
I
stream
don't know.
the
It kind of
first
sounds
time
like
and
you're far
now.
away.
Oh, I changed my headset.
Oh.
Because the other one I have is I use for recording, for like videos and stuff like that.
My cat is just passed out on my couch next to me. I can just look over and go, there she is.
He only believes us worth the good Mike when he's the featured guest.
No, it's
Hello. Hi.
the good mic just sits awkwardly. Like I don't have like a stand for it that's really good. So yes.
That seems like a fixable issue.
He's like, if you can't see me, then you can't hear me properly either. Them's the rules.
Yeah.
It's one or both.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
All or nothing, people.
Apparently.
I guess we know what we're doing. But I need to switch skin. I need to switch skins while I can. There we go. Okay, fixed.
The mightiest Avenger.
You don't like the new skin?
I love the new skin, but I can't see. I played one match with it, and his shoulders are so big you can't see where his fucking
It was on
shit's
Earth
firing.
that I truly learned what it was to become
Suffering from
a
success.
hero.
I'm so sad,
30
frankly.
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
It is, like I saw it and was like, this is so cool.
Oh no.
And then I
Reed is
saw
glad
like
to
a
have
clip of
another
it on
genius
YouTube or
around to
whatever,
help
and
him
people were
solve
like,
this
it's pay to
time.
lose.
Same. He takes my brilliant
It's like,
ideas and
aw.
makes them ever so
It is.
slightly better.
I was like, there's no way. And then I did it. I was like, oh shit.
Please don't. There's no way I can do this without him.
Like I literally couldn't see where I was trying to fling my lightning.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
I do love the texturing on this
2,
cape, though.
1.
It is. I mean, it's cool, but it's kind of like A, his hair sucks,
Got it?
and B, the texture on this cape is basically just a hella skin again. Like,
Hey, I'm a sucker for stars and galaxies, so don't have to try me twice.
I mean, that's fair. I just like, God, the Nordic mask and shit. I was like, oh, that's so cool, and like it actually feels like it's got lore.
And the boots.
Yeah, the boots and like the shoulder. Oh, I'm in trouble.
Looks like the mission area is
No, you're not.
capture
You're good.
now.
Hold back.
I heard that.
Twas but a stretch. Slow down.
Focus on the battle.
Someone needs to get this screw wall.
Oh shit.
Awaken the rage of battle. Behold the god of thunder! The wrath of Asgard.
Oh my gosh. I'm so dead.
I can't get the squirrel! This fucking raccoon, dude. I laid so much damage into that group.
KO.
The lightning of Asgard returns.
Oh my god, no one's gotten point yet. Holy shit.
Capture the mission area.
Bonkers.
Awaken the rage of battle. I've spotted the battlefield. Slow down.
Okay, it'd be cool to get rid of these screw walls. It's pretty bad.
Oh, okay. Well,
This is real firepower!
Alright, that works.
Lightning can work.
got that, a Morlock. I got legendaried.
team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
The lightning of
Oh, I have
Asgard
ult again?
returns. I wreak battlefield havoc.
I can't reach whoever. Captain America, I can't reach him.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I'm sorry.
So you're
Oh, help me.
Oh! Come back here, Rocket, you bitch!
I know.
No!
Okay.
I just watched you get
The lightning of Asgard returns.
I, for like half a second, was on you, and then I watched that Thor come and just do a donk, and it switched to Rose. That's so funny.
Y'all left with the fucking Thor. Oh my gosh. Scary guy.
Oh my god!
Get away from me, Thor. I don't want to play.
This is real firepower!
I'm so dead.
The lightning of Asgard returns.
Oh, I was on point.
I feel like I'm so dead just sums up my entire game right there. So I'm just like, yep, that.
That was a bit ago, but I just saw it. I'm sorry.
The true warrior is not defined by strength, but by courage.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Stark?
Goldilocks.
Even here, at the end of all times, you persist with the nicknames.
Well, if I ever call you by name, it'll be a sign that I'm actually Loki.
Good to know.
Who else did the Cap Iron Man
The battle starts in 5.
What'd you say?
4,
The Goldilocks?
3, 2,
No,
1.
I had a Cap
All
Iron
you
Man
need to do is
interaction, and
capture
it was
the mission
very
area.
weird.
Got
It
it?
talked about portals and tentacles.
Oh.
I've been in worse gangs.
Oh, hello. How are you?
I don't think that's welcoming to me.
Awaken the rage of battle. Need to break free.
Anyone willing to help?
Twas but a stretch. Behold the god of thunder!
Oh my god.
Victory!
Okay, Star-Lord, fuck off.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Oh man, I thought you were the other Thor.
Capture the mission area.
That's so funny. Alright, get out of here.
No! I almost had it! No! I thought I got both Rocket and Groot on the knockdown. I almost knocked them off the map.
What battle can continue without
We
Thor?
will stand with you!
Enemies on
Tragic,
approach.
frankly.
I behold the god of thunder!
This is real firepower!
My power grows.
I cut the beacon signal.
I am barely waiting. Behold the god of thunder!
Titty, enjoy the airplane!
So Star-Lord behind us.
Oh my god.
The team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Get away from me. Oh, thank you.
Double KO.
I am avenged. Need to break free. Awaken fury and smite the foe!
We are undefeated.
Oh man.
Just gonna run away from this.
Our adversaries gather.
Pulse charge. Fire.
Victory!
Double KO.
Born
Yes!
again!
Yes! Get him!
Get him!
Rage of battle.
Clear them all out!
Yes.
None of them deserve to live!
There's the man. doing what she does best.
Lightning
Nice.
confinement.
You captured more than half of the
Oh,
mission
chasing
area.
that rocket
Keep
so
going.
hard. Kept running. Oh, Magic
Oh.
just stood there, I guess.
I mean,
Okay, Magic. Apparently she didn't believe in magic.
I'm getting away. Ugh, I'm getting away from the Super Saiyan mode. Aw man, I got slept. Nope.
Behold the god of thunder! Quicken the rage of battle.
Oh my god, healers, you're incredible.
No worries. I need healing. That's right.
The god of
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Did you guys die? That's unfortunate.
I died right at the end. I got a couple of them.
That's better.
the lightning of Asgard.
Let's wait for everyone. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right here, this is Star-Lord.
Slow down. We fight well.
Super dead. We push, we push.
More bad guys. Just what we need. Turn around. They're on
Who got you, Rose?
charge. Fire.
They've almost got it.
Commander's is down.
Quicken the rage of battle.
Double KO.
Cloak and Dagger down.
Put to stretch.
Thor's down.
That's 3.
Adam Warlock's down.
Got your back. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Down, down, down.
Nice. Huge.
Man, Rocket felt great there. I've been muted for a while. I forgot to unmute.
I just thought you were locked in.
Yeah, I think the same.
I will dare
I
the
can
very
promise you I
gates
am
of hell
not.
to save Asgard.
Whee! Yoop. Let me just drink from this well here.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I was like, yeah, Rocket was really fun. Like, that was a good game.
Oh, guys,
like,
look.
you know.
This emote doesn't stop.
Let me see the hammer.
No.
It's one of those ones that they like.
Charge up my gun.
We just looped it.
No.
Me looking at the Taco Bell bill.
It's one of those ones that they never actually got it to end.
5, 4,
They forgot to put end loop.
1. All you need to do
In the
is
code.
capture the mission area. Got it?
That's gonna be such a great VM emote.
Ranch outside Kansas City.
Just looking at their bodies and just.
Relay deployed.
He was
Blue to
so
snow
young.
now.
Oh, Spider-Man?
Oh man. Oh no, he's going straight for me.
Spider-Man and the Namor.
'Twas but a scratch.
Shirley Pop,
They
we got us.
completely changed it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally
they
the
locked
whole
in.
team is different.
Oh, and Bucky too. They're all going straight for me. I'm gonna need help. I'm gonna need help. I need help. This Spider-Man's on me. I need help.
Screaming it.
That's 3.
Alright, I got 3, but I took Luna with me.
Nice.
I knocked her off the map and made sure she fell with it.
Again.
So worth that. Also, we called it. Called what?
Are you striving, Brock?
Oh my gosh.
There's a thingy. There's a thingy.
So,
what?
Jess, that's not quite true. I don't have the recolor one. And yes, Hermes told me about your conversation about it. But here's the issue: is what I didn't know, and what we were talking about earlier, is that I didn't know that the skin is a pay-to-lose skin. You can't see.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
What the fuck is happening? Why can't I move? I got like stuck in the staircase or some shit.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
There's like a weird slow going on or something.
Wow. Wow, 4 in a row. Control lost.
How does work here?
Like I was like trying to move and I was like slowed as if I was in like a Black Widow slow, but there's just a staircase. Ah!
You better get
Leave me So Rose is clearly unmuted now. Everything that was happening last game is now here.
Oh man. I knew this was good. Please heal me, Rose, if you can. Thank you. Appreciate it. You're great. You're doing great.
Really, Pop, I'm trying. I'm sorry.
You're doing great.
Thank you, healers.
Because you have 2 healers sitting on America's ass.
Is the Spider-Man behind you?
The Bucky got me.
That Spider-Man got me.
I am ready to put on a show.
I think we
Dude,
need
they're
one
putting
name
out
more.
so much damage.
Yeah, I think we need one name more at least. We have a dive characters.
Returns. Pulse charge, fire.
Hard to find good help, isn't it, Namor?
No. I got you.
Jeff, hello. How are you?
It's the welcoming committee.
It's an octopus party.
Oh my gosh, I can't look away from Jackie. Every time I do, she dies.
And then you got a great perspective of me getting absolutely yoinked by this Winter Soldier.
Yes, with the amazing Spider-Man! Victory! What terrors have you called forth, Namor?
He got me. Enjoy the amplifier.
Oh, they're so low. Oh, amazing. Amazing revive.
Welcome. I'll be here Monday through Friday.
I'm gonna go ahead. Yep.
God, Dr. Strange.
Nice.
Up. Spider-Man.
Got my revenge.
He's in the sky.
They're getting me.
Dude.
Thank you.
What the fuck are these things?
Better watch your back.
My tower grows.
Right. Behold.
Just gotta
Almost yours.
do
Behold
good.
my things.
I can't believe the locked in. They just got all their best characters. Because they lost points.
Spider-Man's down.
Behold the god of Agamotto!
I was not Agamotto'd.
With you.
Okay, they got you.
I am ready to put on a show.
Oh, there she goes.
Night, Mama. Oh, I can't move her while she's dancing.
Yeah, no.
Let's go!
Yeah!
Nice. I want to preface, I'm playing on the floor and my mouse is just a pillow. I'm stressed out.
Wait, are you telling me that we won against them and you had pillow mouse going on?
Yes.
Pillow
Yes,
mouse?
and I'm on the floor. I have the keyboard on my lap.
Oh my goodness.
You sure, like, floor isn't better for the mouse than the pillow?
Well, it depends on the floor. If it's carpet, the pillow's absolutely better.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pillow's way better.
Okay.
When I go home, I
way
use
better.
a book. I just get a book and I use like as a flat surface.
Hey,
Oh,
D&D
yeah.
books are pretty good size for
Pretty awesome.
saying.
Another 100 currency. All right. We lost Jade. No, we do have Jade.
We did?
What am I thinking?
Oh yeah.
No, we
Jade,
just
did
have
we lose
we
you?
have one. We have one random slot. I was like, I thought that we lost somebody, but we don't have a full team yet. That's what it was. I'm just having a stroke. Don't mind me. Anyone smell toast?
I do.
Are you making toast?
I am.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Ah, yes, migraine.
A former paramedic on my team, and she yells at us every time when we make that toast joke, and I have to yell at people now. That's like our thing. She's like, you can make that joke, but you have to yell at other people and say that's not a real thing.
It's not a real thing?
But yeah,
Smelling toast?
Smelling toast if you're having a stroke, yeah.
So what is the real thing?
You're having a stroke and your body just...
I am the
Smelling
god of
toast parties,
thunder
that's
and the
thing.
mightiest avenger.
Well, the real thing is that your body's having a stroke and you should probably go to the hospital. There's no toast involved.
Go and be a god.
There's no toast. Ah, I see.
Or there's no... It's like not a confirmation you're having a stroke. You
30
smell burning
seconds
toast.
before you attack. Get ready.
That's what she says.
Can it be an indicator?
No, that sounds like somebody who doesn't like toast.
My brother only sees beauty
Maybe she's
in
just a
control.
toast hater.
Yeah.
I mean, she was a
Is she celiac?
Just because she was paramedic doesn't mean that she doesn't hate toast.
That's true. Those things are not mutually exclusive.
4, 3, 2, 1.
This is the longest conversation I think I've ever had about
Capture the
toast.
mission area. Got
But
it?
You
clearly
have
you've never
not
heard the
had
song
good
called...
toast ones.
Clearly you've never heard the song called That's Toast by, what's the guy who sings that song? Is it Tim? It's not Tim Minchin.
The enemy is here.
I'm healing. Ooh, I'm dead.
That was such a fast kill. Okay.
I have also been the dead.
They got a Moon Knight. He wasn't even aiming at
They
me.
have a Moon Knight and an Iron Fist who I almost killed and then he ran. Now I'm sad. They also, yeah, they do have a Moon Knight and he's got an Ankh on point.
Capture the mission area.
That's the boost I needed.
No!
The lightning
They have a
of
good invisible
Asgard
woman. She knows how to put her orb things. Who's on me? Stop! Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to get my
Big
my
leaping
damage
load!
Get away from me.
Would it be easy to play Hella?
Holy cannoli.
Yeah,
They've got so much damage.
This 1-3-2 combo, I do not want to play
Double
against.
KO.
I am Thor, Odinson, god
I think
of
we
thunder.
literally just have to focus DPS and like the DPS and healers.
Yeah.
And basically ignore the thing, which is tough because the thing's really good at getting in your face.
I need healing. I can't do much. I'm gonna go ahead and go Hella because I think it's heal this guy.
Their team's
I just need to get my challenge done.
Easy
First
to
of all,
me.
Hella.
point.
Hi, Michael. I'm with you in the back.
Okay.
Your guardian raccoon is in the sky. Uba!
The moon!
Oh, Line's got Moon.
It did not.
What battle can continue without Thor?
I like hearing clobbering time and seeing all of my teammates still moving. That brings me joy.
That does bring a lot of joy.
Ooh, I might play friends.
The god of thunder!
I gave you firepower.
Thank you. Very nice of you.
I was hoping the Thor ult would be able to break through a lot more stuff. Nope, nope, nope.
Oh man, she
Stay away from me! Come meet my friend McManiac. He's scarier than me.
Oh yeah, Invisible Woman's down.
I am just sitting on. I'm just right clicking. It is all I am doing.
I got the cloak and dagger. Get wrecked!
Nice.
On me, on me, on me!
Oh, I died.
I need healing.
I don't
Oh
know.
man, I'm so cooked. Yeah, I'm gonna get a healing pack. Hopefully I don't die on the way there.
Oh, he's won!
I'm trying, I'm trying, I'm trying.
Wow.
Ugh.
The Moon Knight was won, but the thing was there.
Yeah, don't worry.
Now that was only the first round. Ugh.
It felt like an age.
It felt like an age.
I feel like I've
Exiled
aged.
from Asgard as a youth. Now, I would lay down my life to save it.
Yeah.
30 seconds before you
Fuck
attack.
that lantern.
Get ready.
Fuck this lantern.
Oh, but I guess this one's good? Like, are you just gonna leave this one alone?
Fuck that lantern.
He had a family!
Fuck that vase. Fuck this lantern.
Hell greets you.
Fuck that vase.
The wildfire.
3, 2.
I found my favorite plate. It's over here. It's not
All you need to
destroyed.
do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Though battles take me across the stars, my heart is here, and always
I thought he was gonna
will
say
be.
not everyone knows what's left, and I was gonna really laugh just now.
Oink.
The enemy is
I'm
here.
gonna get rid of it.
Twas but a
I
scratch.
don't want to be here! I don't want to be here! I don't want to be here! Ah! Okay, I'm no longer there.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Behold the god of thunder!
Hi. Oh, Moon Knight jumped.
Thing is on me! I'm in a bad place now!
And my view got blocked.
You'll capture the mission area.
I got one healer. That's all I can do.
Yeah! KMS.
What battle can continue?
Let me
without
know
thought?
the next time you have Thor ult so we can combo that.
I will attempt.
That does a lot of damage.
So sue me. I like smashing rocks. You're too loud.
No, no.
I am trying.
Disappear.
Twas but a scratch.
I was behind you. What the fuck do you mean?
You were inside him.
No, my kill.
Your team's capture
Help.
cover is passing
It's
the
again.
waypoint.
No, 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 no!
What? I was one away from my Jeff bubble. That's so sad.
So you're about to get that ult.
Fine. I literally used your eyes. I got it. I panicked. There are so many people I'm trying to kill.
Doot, 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 doot.
Hey, look, my friends.
Oh,
Whoa,
Again!
that's so mean.
so,
Mario?
Oh, okay.
why are they so unkind to us?
Here's how you shoot.
No, it was
Against the
leave me
world.
alone or kill me.
Wait, did he just say here's how you shoot and then drop off the map? That's what it looked like.
You know, it was silly. It was funny.
I'm just saying, I think that's what happened.
Almost about out.
Oh no! I can't even do my ult because it's just gonna.
Come back and go swallow him
Battle
quick.
can continue without Thor.
Yeah, I wanted to do my ult, but I didn't want to lose the point.
Yeah.
In the case that we did.
Yeah.
I want to see
I
the
think we're
Hawkeye's
better.
damage.
Well, you can't expect
Yeah,
to
what
win
was
them
that?
all.
I promise you the Hawkeye had more damage than me for sure. I didn't do well that game.
Yeah, that's fair. He kept beating my teeth in. $7K.
Did a good amount of damage. Good amount of final kills.
$50 chrono tokens. drowning in chrono tokens.
Yeah, I feel like I have a lot too.
Well, you can convert them into currency in the battle pass.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And for thousands,
Oh, do you have to
100.
have it?
I'm not
Do
judging.
you have to have the battle pass, or do you have to have it done?
You have to have the full battle pass done and also have it.
Well, can you not do it if you don't have the pass?
No, you can't do it if you don't have the pass. Not as far as I know.
Indeedy.
Oh, Rose is a lot of pressure, and oh no! I don't know that I can get enough kills to bring y'all back, but I hope
So,
you guys aren't
it's-
expecting me to.
Well, listen, any kill you get gives extra health too, which is also worth.
We have a full team up team. No heroes are spared.
We're all
30
friends
seconds
in
before you
this.
attack. Get ready.
No one's allowed to switch.
Well, Captain America doesn't have a team up. Oh no, that, never mind.
Yeah,
with
Thor.
Thor.
Stains.
Yeah,
Literally
Thor.
everyone.
I wouldn't know.
I want her in the
I
game,
don't fight
or
to
real
hurt
bad.
people. I fight to heal.
Give me Shuri.
Well, when I'm done here, you'll have plenty of folks to heal.
I'm also
Trust
very excited
me.
for Emma Frost.
Something tells me I should start with you. The battle
Me
starts
too.
in 5,
Thigh mama?
4,
Yeah.
3,
You say what?
2,
The thigh mama?
1.
The thigh
All you
mama?
need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
There's a god
I
living in
can't
my
hear
head.
McManiac. Is that a me issue?
No, he's
Don't
just
know
quiet.
what to think.
Oh, okay.
We're not good enough for him anymore.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
I killed one.
That was a good job.
They got me, but I killed one.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Khonshu, watch over me.
Yeah, they all came up through that door, so I just shot a couple, and they were all just bouncing.
Oh, I did. That Oh, they have the infinite ammo.
Is this better?
Yeah, it's better. Way better.
There we go. I don't know why it was like selected to my web, like my camera.
Oh,
Oh, that would do it.
that'll do it.
Shrouded by moonlight.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
The wounds are gone. Thanks.
Has unleashed his wrath.
Oh my gosh. I'm not doing well.
Did I shoot behind them like an idiot? I did. Oh, Gigglebot smushed Spider-Man.
Khonshu,
Why do you do
watch
that?
over me.
Because reasons. Okay.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Gigglebot
I need
got the
healing.
chuckles.
I need. Okay.
The wounds are gone. Thanks.
Get that turret before Frank gets up.
Better be a crap Spider-Man.
Time to train.
Well, 0 and 3, just like me. So maybe not.
I tried to keep him out of trouble.
I don't like a little point.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Who am I?
That one.
I need healing. I'm so dead.
Oh, there's
Oh,
a...
thank you. Alright.
Get up, my fist.
You'll have to keep
Amazing.
waiting until we have a winner.
I think we might be cooked.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Yeah, I can take it.
No!
Oh,
I
and they switched to a
swamped.
Namor to counter our Spider-Man?
No, they
the
had a
name
Namor
was
the
been
whole
there
time.
the whole
Did they?
time. Which is
Oh, Jesus.
why I don't know why we switched into Spider-Man when they have a Namor.
Yeah.
I was literally teleporting to it and died. I'm like, dang it.
Camouflage is stupid. I want the enemy to see me and be afraid.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Hey everybody. Aware of the moon.
Lovely torture machines.
The moon. I was crazy once.
Look at the moon.
Surrender your strength.
The
worry.
moon is talking to me.
I've got.
Why is
my
our
friend
Alkin
covered.
is
5, 4, 3, 2.
Beware the moon.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got
That's a different kind of moon, but all right.
Khonshu seems to be enjoying the end of all that is a bit too much. On your toes. Surrender your strength.
Holy shit. Their winter soldier is really good.
Crazy house again.
Looks like the mission
We
area
also have the
is
infinite
yours to
ammo.
capture now.
That was without the infinite ammo. He just fucking pegged me repeatedly. Like against my consent.
Perfect. I got 1.5.
Save yourself the embarrassment.
I have my ultimate, so I'm gonna go
At
get
least I didn't wake up in the crazy house again.
Let's go!
Nice.
Good old.
What strange beasts from Midgard's depths?
Oh yeah.
Okay, meanie.
A valiant attempt anymore, but a failed one.
I thought it'd be funny if I did a Spider-Man.
I got trapped in the wall.
I got trapped in the wall as well. Yep.
That's highly unfortunate.
God, I'm just terrible at making it.
There's so many here.
Good real that guy's a psycho. Alright, that feels better.
I'm trying my best with what I have.
You're doing great.
Surrender your strength.
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Me not fall off map, that'd be really silly.
Psylocke coming down the stairs. He's dead.
Yep, I got it.
Psylocke is dead on the stairs.
Whoa, where can I get a turret like that?
I need
The moon! Judge, you jury! Executioner!
I'm done.
Damn, he was close when he got healed up.
Control lost.
Khonshu, watch over me.
Yeah.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for you guys to get over here. I'm gonna ult.
I can too.
I'm ulting.
Alright, that feels better.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Yeah, give me all them heals.
Armed and dangerous!
Infinite ammo.
Again!
I'm so dead.
Again!
I only wish I had done it myself.
You get a weapon! You get a weapon! You get a weapon! Khonshu smiled on us.
Oh!
Khonshu, watch over me.
Oh my goodness.
What the heck?
Double ulting with Loki's.
Loki's, right.
Is it 2 whales?
Yeah, I was
Healing.
like
Yeah.
stun locked for like 10 seconds there.
I think it was double silent.
Yeah, it was. But there was Namor. I just saw the Loki switch too.
Yeah, he was
Namor into.
For mutant kind!
There's a Psylocke up top.
You're winning, but you still got a chance. Keep fighting until we have a winner.
Come on, Khonshu. Let me rest.
I need healing. Okay.
Bring on the chaos. Stand down.
No!
No, that's unfortunate.
I've never played Winter Soldier. I was like, who's got an ult that might be able to do something here? Ooh.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Thank you, D-Money.
Oh, they had no tanks.
Yeah, that was all deeps. That's why.
Yeah. They just hit like a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, everything
Since
was
if we
dying
looked at
there.
their profiles, we would sense great darkness in their souls.
Oh my.
I refuse to honor Gigglebutt. They did not earn it.
Goodness.
Switching Spider-Man into a Namor off of the second tank after they took Thor from me and ruined the perfect synergy of our team. They do not deserve a thumbs up.
You'll need a top-notch team.
That'll show up.
They deserve my thumb up there. No.
A court has claimed the wrong. Let's do
God of thunder and the mightiest avenger.
The urge to play Mantis right now is actually so crazy.
It's so crazy. It's so cray. Why not do Mantis?
Well, she said she had a mission, didn't she?
Yeah, after defeat enemies, that's hella.
Jackie, have you played Mantis? It could be another perfect synergy team.
All right. Let's do it.
Let's go! Also, I'm so pumped
Mantis
that
a long
they're.
time ago.
I'm
We'll
so
see.
pumped that they're buffing Mantis to have her
30
stuff
seconds before you
stack.
attack.
That's so
Get ready.
cool.
I agree. She needs a buff.
I think that'll get her back to playtime again. Stack and McManiac.
Mjolnir does not shoot lightning. It channels the unfettered power of the great cosmic.
Hey guys, you know how that last match made me feel?
I'm guessing you don't want to.
Oh dear.
Not even in your wildest of dreams, Lord.
We feel your pain.
Starts in 5, 4,
Okay, I got
3,
this.
2, 1.
Alright, I'm good.
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
You feel
Got
better?
it?
I had
That's
to
not what I
let it out,
wanted to
you
do.
know?
As long as folks are living on their needs.
Oh, it's rude.
Mechanical spiders? Vile! The wrath of Asgard! The spiders are no
Pushed him back to point and I got rid of the nest.
I need assistance.
to battle again!
Did you see that Penny just kind of stare at both of us?
Yeah.
Right? It was like, are we serious here?
Well, also the best part was that your shield was up.
To battle again!
Oh, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Hey guys, I did not want to be there.
I got Jeff. Oh, I would have been fine had I not been webbed there.
It pleases me to be helpful.
Judge! Lightning of Asgard returns! Executioner!
Oh my goodness.
This is real firepower!
Well, that's highly unfortunate.
Spider mode.
I'm not sure the
My
backdoor
spirit
method is
still
working for
lingers
me
on
very
this
well.
plane.
I am Thor.
Yeah?
Odinson, God of thunder.
It's almost like they're actually good at playing and are paying attention to shit like that.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, no, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm doing the exact same thing as.
Oh, they got incident ammo.
Yeah.
Moles. I have ult.
Same.
Reach for the
The god of thunder!
There we go! That's what I needed! That's what I needed! When I say back to the back door, I take it back. I take it back. The back door works great. What was I thinking?
My goodness.
What in the Avengers?
Oh my gosh, this Doctor Strange is blocking me. Stop it, you silly goose. I've killed him, it was okay.
You're dead.
We're having an atom off.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Haha. Hey me.
I can see! I can fight!
Is that truly what you wish, my lady?
Is that turret truly necessary, Castle?
Anybody know that reference? Anybody? Anybody?
I feel like I do. Oh, I can't go that way? Okay.
Right? Like, I feel like the moment you tell me what it is, I'm going to kick myself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, be like...
You are not near me.
Yeah, you're Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson?
That's the name of the rocket is Liam Neeson.
Amazing.
Behold the god of thunder!
Okay, did you undefeatable right there? Or did I
Yes.
glitch something? Okay.
No, I undefeatable.
Because, like,
There's a
I
winter
moved
soldier
so
behind us.
fast. I was like, why am I flying? Hey, if anyone doesn't have the achievement, the statue is up over this way. That one right there. If you haven't broken it, break it. There's an achievement for it.
I have destroyed it.
What a pleasant surprise.
But yeah, it's from Fairly Odd Parents. There's an episode where he goes back in time and talks to King Arthur, and King Arthur can't see because he doesn't have glasses. And then they give him glasses. He's like, I can see. I can fight.
Oh my goodness.
It's
He's all
incredible.
like buff and rips his shirts off.
Yeah, and his hair starts flowing in the wind. He goes from like a little tiny nerd to like a super knight. Incredible animation. 10 out of 10. Do recommend.
Oh, that's what I'm being shot with. Okay, that makes sense.
I got you, homies.
Jury! Executioner!
Oh no, we're all in cocoons.
I juked out the Punisher. I hid behind the big furry squirrel tail so he didn't know I was there. And then I waited him to walk up next to me, and I just decimated him.
God of thunder!
No.
Together!
Let me tell you something!
Let me tell you something. No.
I see the
I think we get this
Here, squirrel.
Aha! Always been.
Aha!
Yeah, give me my 10 bucks back, Dracula. Come on.
Let's go. Take the lunch money.
Nice.
Maybe I should buy a skin for him.
Is Captain America one for the what is it, Endgame? Pretty good.
The Endgame one is good. Can confirm.
I struggle with it though, because I really like the Gladiator one.
I also am a big fan of the Gladiator one. I have
More
the
like
Gladiator one more
Hercules.
than I have the. I have the Gladiator one. I do not have the Avengers Endgame with Infinity War one. But they're both
Yeah.
very good for their own reasons. I also think he's got another one coming out somewhere. I saw.
He's the battle
The
pass.
Gala one. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is just kind of, it's good. Don't get me wrong. He looks great in it, but yeah,
Doesn't have that extra little bit of pizzazz you need.
yeah. Honestly, it's
thespian
not.
enough for you.
Yeah, it's just not ridiculous enough. That's like the thing. Like, the Hellfire Gala is like the Met Gala. Like, it just needs to be over the top crazy.
That's fair.
The right
Well, did you
heroes can
see?
make all the
There was the
difference.
one from season 0 that nobody knew was in the store, and then they removed it. That's like the mech one.
Oh yeah, like the Ranger, Captain Falcon.
It's like
Yeah.
almost like a Metroid mech vibe.
Yeah.
Thor skin?
No, Captain America.
Captain
They have a
America.
Captain America and a Hawkeye, I think.
Yeah.
Do you know how Gundam Gundam as Thor would be?
Yeah.
I'd be so here for it.
Well, that's why, like, in like
dare
Marvel
the
Snap,
very
they have the
gates of
mecha
hell to save
versions
Asgard.
of some of the cards, and those are real fun.
Give me a Caliburn version of Thor. This is what I want. For the 2 Gundam fans out there, you know what I'm talking about.
I'm actually making a
is for later.
Wing Gundam from
The battle
Waltz?
starts in 5,
OVA
ooh,
right now.
2, 1.
To add to my nerddums.
Sure, those are bad guys.
I have a master grade that I've been needing to build.
For the sound.
It just scares me.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
I can't. Oh. Help! It's again.
Favor me.
Wait for the raid to come.
Better stop that vehicle.
Oh,
Armpit fart.
My spirit still lingers on this plane.
What battle can continue without Thor?
Oh, okay.
There's still a chance to stop them. Better stop that vehicle.
Ooh, they hurt.
oh. Michael, you died, and there was like no one left. And I was just like, they all turned at me and were like, "Oh, hey there, big friend."
Behold the God of Thunder!
I lived! I lived!
My power grows!
I'm still not dead! I am really keeping this door way too occupied.
We fight well together. Slow down!
Ooh, shit! There's a Winter Soldier on my ass.
Oh, sorry, Ryan, I tried to save him.
No worries.
You get away with it. You.
I am Thor Odinson, God of Thunder.
Tandy and Tyrone here to help.
I need healing. Okay.
This time I need healing.
The wrath of I am
Your powers are mine!
lightning to fight. continue
Okay.
without thought.
Alright. Get me out of here.
There's still a chance to stop them.
Heads up, invaders from the deep.
My power flows.
They're behind us.
Armed and dangerous!
Not again!
Should have struck to the death.
Behold the god of
God, the invisible woman got away from me at one.
I don't think I like these odds. Spiders love things with 8 legs,
what
but
battle
this?
can continue without
I feel like I can't even get past this wall
They
to
hit a checkpoint.
heal
Now
anybody.
might be a good time to stop them.
Oh, I got stuck on the. I got
back
stuck
up.
on the door as it was coming down, and I couldn't move.
lightning confinement?
Better stop that vehicle.
Squid soldiers.
That is much. What battle can continue without Thor?
Hello, Ickles, how are you? And would you like to join us? We have a spot.
Rise, my friends!
Oh, that didn't get you. No, now you go. That was, it worked. It worked. Yeah, guys, it worked. No idea what I was doing. It's fine.
Your powers are
Behold the god of thunder!
You get away!
Slow down.
Armed and dangerous!
Battle fury burn. Vengeance is mine.
What happened?
Slow down.
Double KO.
The
I can't even fucking see. I'm just swinging at health bars.
Stop them in their tracks.
If it works, it works.
barely wounded.
Do the silence behind.
Yep. Oh, I can find her. She went invisible for a while then.
He's like right over there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, y'all are
We kill each other.
Thanks for the pity. Joke cool, by the way. How are you?
I am
How's your
Thor
evening?
Odinson, god of thunder.
What if I did quick say thanks for the pity?
Uh-oh.
Behold the god of thunder! Slow down. Battle fury burn.
Prepare to engage.
Holy shit, dude. There's definitely another cry. I'm down. Let's go.
The lightning of Asgard returns. Behold the god of thunder!
I never realized what a direct counter load is.
Oh my gosh.
Because his towers, if his towers are down, I can't kill him. Yeah. Like he can use it under my ult and my ult.
Again!
Huh. Going again?
Don't give them another inch.
Yeah. Again!
No, stay away from me.
So cold.
I got
Thank
you.
you.
You get a weapon. You get a weapon.
Going again?
Lightning
Buenos
of
noches.
Asgard returns.
The only squid I want is an appetizer.
The enemy is here. Mjolnir strikes a heavy blow.
Service.
Alright, cool.
Healing power.
Just gonna take a quick drink real quick.
No, my eyes.
Oh, it's salt water. Oh god, it's carbonated.
I'm a freshwater bass. I can't have this.
Who told me it wasn't spoon? Didn't tell me it was sparkling.
God, I hate that morning routine.
I like on point.
Sidewalk on us too.
Yeah.
I do have ult for when the fan starts getting hit. Like now.
Again!
Only 60 seconds left.
Hey, more. I got you.
Behold the god of thunder!
Get wrecked, bitch!
Is it just a cute little Thor off there?
Down to 30 seconds. He stopped them in their tracks. His own army.
Cute little Thor offs.
Not again!
Again! Not again! Final 10 seconds.
I got you, Jade. I got you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Got you.
No. That was a silent behind me.
I got a couple. That's all I could do.
Oh, 1 second from the E again. Nerd.
More than I have
The lightning of Asgard returns.
I am ready to put on a show.
Oh, no.
Heads up. Stay from the wrath of Asgard.
Oh, they all got off
We're
it.
off point.
They all got
Nice.
point. Nice.
I love a good C9.
Oh no, it's feet Spider-Man.
You got that Pete. I blocked almost 10k damage. That's
I have to run to the bathroom. I'm verbalizing that out loud.
All right, I'll hit go right now. Of course. I think, honestly, I think we've got a slot for, because I don't know when his episode is finishing. So if you want to play 1 or 2 while you wait.
Joke pools. Hi.
Hi, Tot.
Hi. Oh, I know. I got Echo. There.
Wait, didn't someone go to the bathroom?
Oh, yeah.
Bathroom.
Thanks for the reminder.
No worries.
The panic. I'm so sad about that Thor skin. That Thor skin is so sick. I can't fucking.
Isn't the same thing? Isn't the same thing with like Hulk and his ultimate and the new skin?
Oh, I don't know. Which is that? The punk one?
Yeah, the punk one. His ultimate form has like really big spikes. It's kind of hard to see.
That sucks. I'm super bummed. I think it's a super cool skin. I was really pumped for it. And then I'll put it on for one match and I'm like, I can't see where my lightning's going. No worries, Joke Pool. Honestly, just those heads up. I think this is probably, we're only gonna have time for 1 or 2 more because we usually wrap up at about 9 feet. So if we miss you this time, you are always welcome.
How Hello, I have returned.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Perfect. Then we fly.
Sorry, Light. I also grabbed subpar meatballs.
Subpar?
Subpar?
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, we ordered them from this place that's been around forever, and it was just subpar.
so upsetting.
Are they known for their meatballs?
I mean, they're just like an Italian place, and like the bolognese was like very bland.
So how much of this is the place is actually bad, and how much of this is you're from an Italian family and you're gonna be biased?
No, it's pretty bland. Like on
Fair
top
enough.
of everything is bland.
Fair enough.
What are you guys playing?
Do
Whatever.
it. Do it.
Do it.
Hold on. Wait.
Bring the booty.
Here, twerk.
I equipped the emo.
I would rather inspire you to stand worshipped. I am the god
0
of
to 10
thunder.
IGN.
I'm here to What I do may seem dangerous, but I've never felt safer than when I'm with Spider. Stay strong.
I am a terrible Deeps, FYI.
Well, I'm a terrible Marvel Rivals player.
Okay.
No.
We've done our best to keep Alchemax at bay.
Even so, I'm only subpar.
Well,
battle starts in
as
five.
long as
Great.
you're
I can
sitting
stand
there,
on this
right?
fucking
Three.
kite?
Welcome to help us fight to change that.
What?
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Hey!
Master Leader is not going to be thrilled with me for jumping around zones.
They have a Spider-Man.
For some fireworks.
I also have a Moon Knight.
Gotta not get together too much.
Time for some fireworks. I know that sound.
Okay. Guys, I haven't played in a hot second.
Mine's in place.
Where are they?
Oh, my game just crashed. So, have fun in the game without me.
Okay, careful. We only have Mantis healer then, and not the best healer.
I can switch. I'll switch right now. Alright. Oh, I can't even.
There's a Moon Knight over there.
Oh.
Hopefully my orbs find you. Nope. Okay.
Okay.
You'll be alright.
Not the emo. Is that a Gale emo? Wait,
Double KO. Don't count us out yet.
that's incredible. I love that.
Hey.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Hey, what?
Yeah, I'll block you off. Don't come out here and snipe at my friends and my healers. There was a... What's his name?
Systems restoring.
The Spider-Man's a menace!
This is gonna hurt.
Oh, rude, guys. God, I can't even... Spider-Man? You're being a bitch. I feel like I'm just...
It's Spider time!
I'm so stressed here. I don't even know what to do.
That's not what I wanted. Attack the Spider-Man.
You're up, little one. This is gonna hurt.
Your powers are mine!
Moon Knight dropping.
It's time for some fireworks. I know that sound. Watch me soar! I am ready to put on a show. Let's do some damage. This is gonna hurt.
The moon haunts you!
Jesus.
Got him.
Here comes trouble.
mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Spider-Man, you're not amazing. Okay, you know what?
It's Spider time!
Ready? Stop getting shit.
Yeah, because our language has been so clean up until now.
That's an amazing game. Big fan. How's Gale for Halloween before I met you,
Just
Yoko?
needed a few repairs.
Stop them! It was the best. He looks so good.
Alright.
Better stop that vehicle! Stop, dude. You're hurting my friends. Ah. I'm back up a little bit.
Ooh, nice Magneto.
Yeah.
Okay.
So much better.
It's like everybody wanted to get there.
This is gonna hurt.
I really need to turn off my EV swing thing or whatever. Not EV swing. Turned on.
I'll patch you up.
Moonlight left an arm.
Oh god.
Ooh, I needed that.
Yeah.
Gather around.
Tails.
I'm counting on you, friends. Time for some
The
fireworks.
moon haunts you.
There's still a chance to stop that.
No, Spider-Man, I don't want to be in the mood.
Powering up. Mine's in place.
Your powers are mine!
Just needed a few
Oh,
repairs.
I don't want to be in.
Hey, team! Enjoy the amplifier!
So where I'm here?
Watch me. I'm counting on you, friends. This is gonna hurt.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
They are coming to get restarting. Symbiote sheath activated.
You're printed, don't worry.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Destroy that arm. I hope I'm not cursed now. Mine's in place. You're up, little one.
Hey, team! Enjoy the
Look behind you. I am ready to put on a show. That sound. It's Spider time!
What killers do they have?
Oh my god.
Okay, alright.
All the buttons.
Hold on. This way's back.
Oh my god.
This is gonna hurt.
Follow the enemy!
He's running away from me like a bitch.
Time for some fireworks.
I got you.
Nice.
What? Only 60 seconds left. Powering up.
The fact that we're holding it on this like 2 square feet of space.
I've almost gotten into the woman and all these people so many times. I hate them all.
I'm counting on you, friends.
Keep disappearing on me.
This is gonna hurt.
Spider-Man's in here. And now he's someplace else.
Stop them in their tracks.
The fact that I nailed that web from downtown, I'm proud of.
Spiders, get the 30 seconds.
Don't come in and go.
Time for some fireworks.
Hang in there.
My man wants to dive in.
They are coming from behind.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
What a reboot, Tony. We need you. The final 10 seconds. Powering up. This is gonna hurt. It's Spider time! Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
They got an iron.
Oh my god.
Your powers are mine!
Mine's in place.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be it. Yeah.
Oh, I almost got out of it.
Oh!
I'm holding on. Oh my god.
Pulse charge.
No!
Oh, that was good.
Don't count us out.
That was a really good hold.
That was a great hold.
Oh, Jackie, do you want to switch back to Cloak and Dagger?
Oh yeah, that would, and you can.
I can.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'll just switch back as soon as Jackie gets back in, and then I didn't die that entire time.
Well, that didn't work right. I should have done that.
Oh, what?
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
Don't count us out yet.
Oh, I thought I had my E and I'm gonna die. That was not. Alright.
It's now or never. Stop them.
Got one of their healers. Nope.
I'm counting on you, friends. Time for some fireworks.
Ow, dude. Holy
Only 60
shit.
seconds left.
Their Iron Man hits
My
like a
time
truck.
to shine. Don't give them another inch. Back in action. Or else. I am ready to put on a show. Systems restoring. Time for some fireworks. It's venom time. Down to 30 seconds.
Oh well. All of my webs got fucked up. No. Someone can touch, I'm right at all.
No! I hate Iron Mans.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
No!
No!
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Hi, Matt. How are you? You gonna go kill cosplay at some point? Oh my goodness, yes. It's gonna be a spider. Hilarious. Oh man. All right, everybody. Well, GG's. This was a fun stream.
Yeah. GG.
Oh man. I'm gonna call it there.
Man, I gotta play 2 more.
We'll grab joke pool. That'll be perfect. And then that joke pool can fill my slot, and then that should even out just fine. All right, everybody. I'm going to hop out, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you had fun. If you did, drop a follow, drop a subscribe. I hope to see you back. Whenever somebody's playing Penny, I'll be there. Hell yeah. Honestly, it was going pretty well up until that last push between point 2 and 3. I think we kind of lost our momentum there, but we had that hold for a really solid time. So thank you guys so much. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, drop a follow, drop a subscribe. I hope to see you back. Others, a wonderful rest of the evening. Make every day an adventure. I'm your host, Ryan Ross, signing off. A couple quick thank yous before we go today. First off, McManiac, thank you for joining us for Random Encounter today. If any of the rest of you would like to be a guest on Random Encounter, there is a Google form in the Discord under the Encounter entry channel. You can enter a little bit of information. It takes like 2 minutes to fill out. And it is a fun little segment we do where we get to feature members of the community to get to be so that the community can get to know them better. So feel free to check that out if that's something that you're interested in doing. We do it the second Tuesday of every month. Otherwise, Joke Pool for the bits, thank you so much. Momhab for the resub, welcome back to the table round. Envy for the resub, welcome back to the table round. Travel for the resub, welcome back to the table round. And Miss Painsulin for the follow offline. Thank you guys so much, as well as Hermes for the follow offline and Coelacanth for the follow offline. I think that's everybody. Have no worries, Matt. It was wonderful to see you. Thanks for dropping by. I'm sorry you caught us at the during our last game, but don't worry, we do Rivals all the time, and the new season's coming out Friday, so we'll definitely be doing more soon. I will be raiding off. Show the raid some love, everybody. I will see you guys on Thursday. We're doing some Deep Rock Galactic with Hermes, Death, and T-Money for the Easter egg hunt event that they've got going on. And then, of course, keep an eye out next week for next week's schedule. I will see you guys tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Thursday. We're gonna go raid Liger Zero Gaming to play. He's playing some South of Midnight. Show him some love, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Like I said, good night, farewell, bye bye.